All right, and with that, it is now time for Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass Any Percent with Mr. Shasta. Let's take it away.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Phantom Hourglass 8%. I'll be Mr. Shasta. I'm your runner tonight. That's me. I don't know why I introduced it like that, but whatever, it's fine. But yeah, with me I have two commentators as well. Want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Brandino. I'm also a runner of this game for a few years, and I actually got into it because of Mr. Shasta, so I'm excited to be here today.
And I am Hornlets. I have been running this game for like 10 years or something like that, and I was the former record holder until it got stolen from me.
Who could do such a thing?
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
But yeah, before we start the run, we do have the incentive for the file name. Is that correct? Well, one there.
That is. Let me see where we're at. It looks like we had some stiff competition here. We had some money in for Marsh Paul, $63, some money in for Captain Awu with $50, but the winner is going to be T. Wrights with a total of $270. So that is capital T, capital R, T. Wrights for you.
Hold on, I can do this. There we go.
Gotta style it up.
We'll do a little heart right there too as well. Yeah, like anytime like anyone, I do file name suggestions in my own chat whenever I do runs of this game, and like anytime there's like an A, B, X, Y, L, or R, I just like replace that with one of the one of the face buttons there. It's very good. I have to every time. It's perfect. Yeah, we're gonna now do. We're actually gonna before the run starts, we're gonna go into options, permission speed to fast, because fast. It's important. Gotta go fast here, as you do. But yeah. Before intro as well too, I gotta also say that little funny thing before I even like during practice of this game, I actually happened to get world records, which is extremely cool. I did not expect
as you do.
that. Like
You just
as you
happened to
do,
get it.
yeah. My second Deros run, just somehow I beat my PB by over 2 minutes and got the first 3 or 4 in this game. So I'm like very happy about that going into this run. So,
yeah, this has actually been a
yeah.
good year for this game. We had 2 separate world records this year, which is more than we get most years.
Absolutely. Shout out to Ben. If you check these out in this run, you'll see. But yeah.
Handheld legend in general. One of the goats of the DS and the 3DS.
Absolutely. Nothing but respect for him. That being said, though, I think we should start the run. So I'm going to count it down. 3, 2, 1, adventure! Yeah, the story of this game is that it takes place directly after Wind Waker takes place, like just off of the pirate ship there that Link takes off of in that game, and now we're just like washed up on shore of this island here after a ghost ship appears and stuff happens and Tetra gets kidnapped and stuff, and we have to go save Tetra. That's the idea.
So, the main quest right now is that we've got to find Tetra. She was kidnapped by the ghost ship, which is the same ghost ship from Wind Waker, but also not the same ghost ship because they're not the same inside at all.
It's a whole thing.
It is a whole thing. I like that this is a direct continuation of Wind Waker, though. Nintendo really went wild with this art style for handheld Zeldas, because Minish Cap and then these 2 DS games, they really loved it.
It's fantastic, really. We also have
Four
this fairy
Swords,
here.
too.
Yeah, that too. We also have this fairy here named Ciela. She's kind of our guide throughout the game, and she'll be very important later on, especially. But for now, she just kind of tells us like what's going on and everything. She's our voice, pretty much.
Yep. And
Yeah.
she acts as our pointer.
Yeah, first puzzle of the game right here. I'm going to draw a 7 on this board here. Will it detect properly? There we go. Perfect. Somebody has to do that properly for me. Yeah, now we're gonna go up here and get our sword, just like that. Now we can fight some monsters, as you do. Now,
Yeah, so...
who wants to go over a sword tutorial, Skip?
Hornlets?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, so right here, after getting the sword, Oshus gives us a sword tutorial. But if you pick up the pot there, walk into the trigger by the door that makes you go back towards Oshus, and then press I think it's the map button after, like as soon as you hit the trigger, you can go over, grab another pot, and then just like walk through because the trigger is deactivated until I think you talk to Oshus again, because you moving back gets canceled by the menu and the pot throw, so it lets us just walk out the door. There is like another way that you can do it actually by like rolling out like I think you run into the the trigger, the pot gets thrown, you pull up the map, and then you like roll in the tiny bit of time that you have between when the pot is still flying out. It's so hard.
It's really hard, honestly.
One thing you're going to notice about a lot of the puzzles in this game is that they involve doing things in a kind of a specific order. And because this game has the touchscreen available, they kind of wanted you to write down a lot of the information about the puzzles when possible. So, like when Shasta first drew a 7 to open that door, you were supposed to count all the palm trees on the island, and that's like that's the only clue you get.
Hi, yes. All right. Well, it looks like we are sorting out a few little tech issues here, but not to worry. Tech Crew is fast, just like our runners, and I want to let you know the Fastest First Community Showcase features amazing speedruns of all kinds from members of the Fastest First community. If you are a speedrunner interested in participating in one of our monthly showcases, you can use the command !showcase in the chat to fill out an application today. And while you're filling out the application, we'll be back shortly. While we're vibing together, Team Fastest Furs does want to let you know that all revenue from Twitch subscriptions and cheered bits received during this weekend's event will support our events now and into the future, including our upcoming Fastest Furs Live at FWA 2025 event, which will be returning to Furry Week in Atlanta next year. Please consider subscribing now to get our Fastest Furs emotes featuring the always adorable PB the Cheetah, and don't forget to check and see if you have your free Twitch Prime gaming sub available as well.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
Thanks for your patience, everyone. We are back at it with Mr. Shasta.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mr. Arms for Shasta. I'll be doing this run here at Fan Hourglass for you tonight. I'm very excited about this, at least, because I just got a look at it, like, earlier, like a couple days ago, somehow. So yeah, you'll see some very cool gameplay and stuff. With me, I have a few commentators. You want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Brandino. I'm also a runner of this game. I've been running for like 3 years probably, which is nothing compared to the other two runners here. If you want to talk about yourself, Hornlets.
Yeah, I'm Hourglass. I have been running this game for at least a decade, and yeah, I used to hold world record until it was stolen from me by Ben and then Shasta.
Absolute legend Ben is as well, too.
Yeah, shout out to Ben
Found lost stuff in his
Stevens,
run.
56.
Yeah, he found a lot of stuff in his run, to say the least.
At this
Just
game
in general,
and
just run this game for a long time.
yeah, this game and a lot of other handheld Zelda games. He's very good at OOT 3D as well.
Mm-hmm. Nothing but respect for him. But yeah, that being said, we have a file name bid war for this. What won that one?
That is going to be, with $270 total, T Rights for you. We had a tough competition. We had Captain Awu with 50. We had Marsh Paul with 63. But we're just going to go to T Rights tonight.
That
And
sounds
every
pretty
night,
good to me.
if you ask me.
Absolutely, I agree.
Oh yeah.
The little R button right there, because I like to do that. There's like a face button in general. Just put like one of the face buttons here, ABXYLR. It's very good. A little heart as well. Why not? We'll do that. All right, there we go. I'm right hand, so we'll do that one, and then we go into here. Before we start the run, we got put on fast text because gotta go fast. But yeah, in that case, I think I'm good to start. So I'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, bam. Yeah, this is Fan Hourglass. It's a sequel to Wind Waker. It takes place just after Wind Waker ends, essentially, even like around the pirate ship and everything. Link goes out to explore the ghost ship that like pulls up next to the pirate ship, and then Tetra also goes to, and they both get separated, and we gotta go save Tetra essentially. And watching this island here, there's a little fairy called Ciela, who's kind of our guide, like our voice essentially. That's what she is.
And our pointer.
And our pointer. That's true too. She also holds
Everywhere
items for us
that-
sometimes. It's crazy. Very
Yeah,
strong creature.
she's very strong. You'll find that out.
Cut out there for a little bit, but oh no. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna explain a little movement while I'm going around here because it just happened right there. If I roll 4 times in a row, I actually get dizzy like that. So try to roll 3 times, then just kind of stop rolling at that point, and for a little bit, then I roll again. That's the idea. I can negate some of the fourth roll sometimes by canceling them and stuff, but I can't do it all the time.
Now we gotta solve this puzzle.
I believe. Let's do it. Oh, let's go. We did it.
Oh wow, that was incredible.
So
Insane
good.
luck right there.
A lot of the puzzles in this game revolve around being able to write notes down on the touchscreen in some fashion. Like this one asks you to find how many palm trees are on the island, and then you report back by writing it on the sign.
Who wants to explain sword tutorial skip?
Yeah, so basically right here, Oshus really wants to teach you how to use the sword, but if you pick the pot up, run into the trigger by the door that makes you go back towards him, and then you press the select button, I think it is, after you hit the trigger, while you're holding the pot. It will throw the pot, but then it'll give you access to move again, and then you can move outside of the trigger, pick up another pot, and then move, or just like go straight through the door because the trigger has already been triggered, but it's not there anymore because it needs to wait for Oshus to talk to you again, and so you can just kind of walk right through.
It is
very
very cool,
nice.
honestly.
Yeah,
It's also not possible to do in 100% because it locks out a treasure chart.
That is true,
Ironically
actually.
enough.
Yeah. It's very funny.
there's and fun fact, Spirit Tracks doesn't have a sword tutorial skip. You still have to learn the sword tutorial every time you start a new run Spirit Tracks.
Most unfortunate, honestly, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's interesting. This game and Spirit Tracks are very similar in a lot of ways, but Spirit Tracks kind of seems to be like run on a different engine a bit because like a lot of things kind of work different there, like bombs and stuff. Spirit Tracks is a very different speed run, which is really cool, I think.
All right, the deja vu is over. I got like decent rad luck instead of like perfect rad luck. Damn.
So what's happening here is that there's a rat that runs from one hole to another that is carrying a key. Now what you need to do to stop him is to pull out the block that Shasta pulled out.
Ooh,
And then
get out of the way.
that whenever he comes out of one of the holes, the block will stop him and he'll go back in, and then he'll come out a hole that's more advantageous for Link to slash. If you want to be risky, you can just hope you get good luck and go straight for one of the keys, but if you got to get lucky.
Yeah, and at the end there too, I need to be at 2 hearts by the time I leave this cave because I need a death warp inside the temple a little bit. So I actually got at 2 hearts right before all those keys there. Normally I'm like at 2.5 or like 3 hearts, and I'd be very careful to not get hit there. Essentially, that one key just chasing me down though. It was wild. We're good now. We're good.
I just want to say too, shout out to this game. I think this game kind of lives in a weird space for a lot of Zelda fans. Some people really like it, some people don't, but this is an awesome game. There's a lot to love about this game and Spirit Tracks.
Absolutely. The way I see it is that the Zelda series as a whole is like is a game full of like 9 out of 10, or a series full of like 9 out of 10s and 10 out of 10 games. This one's like it falls short in a few ways, like compared to like the best of the series, but it's like this series is very legendary, and I think it's still a very solid game and worth playing.
Legendary
Yeah.
of Zelda?
That's because I went out the milk bar a second ago. Is that right? That's why you're saying legendary?
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the Temple of the Ocean King right here. We'll be seeing this temple a lot. It's one of the main gimmicks of the game is that you go back to this temple over time because new stuff unlocks in it. You have to use that to advance the game. It's very cool, honestly. I actually like it a lot, personally.
What's interesting, yeah, like Shasta said, so this temple is kind of, there's a lot of floors and it goes down very deep, but each time you visit it, you only keep going a little bit further every time. Until one time where we're gonna go from floor 1 to floor 14. Where does it end?
Floor 13.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go from floor 1 to floor 13 in a single visit, but that's not gonna happen for a while yet.
It's very, very cool, honestly. Like that visit, you'll see like an hour and a half into this run or so, but trust me, it's great.
Because this temple is revisited so much, it's definitely one of the more controversial elements of the game for people, for sure.
100%, absolutely. Yeah, you love it or you hate it. There's stuff to love about it. Like right now, you're gonna see like the first floor, like all the way through, essentially. But later on, you'll see a lot more of that. Just like I think is really cool about this place. For now, though, we have Linebeck here. Here's our ship captain. We have to rescue him from these spikes here, and then he just runs away. He's
Am I not
a
the
very
ship
funny
captain?
character. You could be.
It's in my name.
I'm sorry. I should have considered this.
I don't think Linebeck likes to share titles very much.
Well,
That's not
he
him
can
for
fight
sure.
me about it.
He definitely will. We skipped the cutscene, but he strangles Link.
He straight up does.
I can
In his
take him.
Crown.
He picks Link up, strangles him, and then he puts Link down and gives him a key, and then Link pulls up the key and he's all dizzy and stuff. We don't get to see that cutscene, but it's one of the sillier elements of the game.
It's very funny, honestly. But yeah, we're right here. I am at a quarter of a heart, and I have the sea chart, which is what I need in this area. Now, what I'm about to do here is Death Warp, and it's gonna skip a cutscene. It's a very short cutscene, but it still skips one. It also skips a movement too. But also, more importantly, Link's going to become a great magician. He's now become stairs. Ah!
Whoa!
How does he do it?
I don't know. A magician never tells their secrets. Yeah, we're like, what the heck, Linebeck? Why'd you leave us? What, you could have used your help out there. What the heck? Can't believe it. He just runs off again.
Now Linebeck is going to help us out. He's got a ship that we can use. We got places to go. He's essentially the Han Solo of the story. We needed a ship. He had it, and he's a bit of a rogue.
That's actually true. Hold on.
I never realized. Yeah, that's actually a really good comparison. Like even the whole personality thing. He's super cocky, but then
over time he learns to love.
There you go.
Wow, I never really realized that.
I literally just made a connection right now.
That's incredible. Jack Sparrow personally from Pirates of the Caribbean movies, most because of the design, but like that also works too. I would say.
I also say, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, for the time this was released, I could totally see him being a Jack Sparrow reference. This is what, 2006, 2005.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's both a Star Wars movie and this game that start with Phantom, so I think the connection is there.
You're right. You're right.
God. Well, this is our beautiful little ship here, and we have to be an amazing artist in order to make the fastest possible lines to everywhere we need to go, because you draw the map of the ship at every given opportunity.
You also jump the ship every given opportunity, because if for a jump, which over the course of the run we'll be on the ship a lot, so it saves a lot of time throughout the course of the run. Over a minute, I think, at least.
Oh, easily.
It's
you need to be
wild.
careful with this. Need to be careful with this particular line to Isle of Ember, because if you draw it just a little too tight, the ship actually gets stuck on the corner of the island, and it can be very annoying to rewrite your path.
I think about the ship explode once from doing that, or like get hurt once, either way.
Yeah, the ship has a low amount of health, and we're never going to upgrade it, so that will be a problem later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, normally you would upgrade your health with extra ship parts that you can find in treasure chests and other places throughout the game, but obviously that takes extra time.
So we should mention here too, Shasta's playing this game on Wii U Virtual Console. This is one of a few DS games that were re-released through that service, and it features a lot of nice FPS improvements for this game. But it can also, like, sometimes when you look at the graphics and stuff, you can definitely see some like weird clipping and some strangely emulated stuff. But overall, this is a fantastic way to play this game. And if you don't have a DS version and you have if you for some reason don't have a DS but you have a Wii U, which I can't think about that person. Like, does somebody like that exist?
I hope not. That'd be scary.
I just realized, who am I recommending this to?
I don't know.
not to mention that the shop is down, so you can't even get this version anymore.
Yeah.
Official means.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yes, I was lucky to grab it before the shop went down.
Absolutely.
If you are for some...
In terms of speedrunning, though, at least, like, we did separate the leaderboards for this game for like Wii Virtual Console and DS because WVC is faster, so there is that to know too. You run this game on DS, no problem. Also, first fight of the run right here. Let's see if I can do as well.
Ooh.
I'll do a little spin attack right here. There we go. That was good.
Yep,
yeah, it's pretty good.
A running theme through.
Whereas a little Octorox move is completely random, so like I had to kind of just like do things on the fly here. Also, this is a DS game, and here's why. There we go.
Your mic, I heard the beginning of that, and your mic cut the rest out.
Oh no.
That's so funny. I guess it's like because of blowing said. Yeah, we're gonna have to blow into the microphone a little bit during this run.
A lot during Fire Temple in particular. The very first temple here.
It's not the weirdest feature of the DS we're even going to be using to accomplish something in the speedrun. Just you wait.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. You'll see eventually.
This game uses every part of this DS, and it loves it.
Mm-hmm. This is Astrid, by the way. She's the fortune teller of the island here. She hid herself behind this wall here because of all the monsters around here. She's scared of them. In fact, her assistant, whose name is K.O., his name is K.O., and he's like no longer alive. Yeah, he's dead, by the way. We found a skeleton earlier, talked to him. His ghost and all that stuff. It's very messed up. I named that, but yeah, no. Like she was very, very wise to be afraid of all the monsters here. I'd say.
In order to free her, you have to do a puzzle where you find 3 torches on the island, and then you have to dot them on the map to open the door that gets to her. But luckily, they're in the same place every time, so we can just, once you memorize the locations, it's pretty simple. Another running theme in this game is like puzzles where you have to memorize in a specific pattern, and we know the patterns, so it's going to cut a lot of time out.
Yeah, switch puzzle in the first cave of the game as well is the same way too. I already knew like the order of switches I need to pull, so I just pulled in the right order.
Oh no, the volcano's erupting!
Oh no! I think like if we have any donations to read before it gets to the temple here, might be a good time to do it now.
You got it. We have a couple that have come in for the glitch exhibition. We have $50 from Jamie the Benui, who says, hoping to bless the regal necklace skip gods with this. Good luck, good luck, good luck.
Thank you, thank you.
We also have $25 from Palamer6, who says, give it up for the new world record holder. Shasta was grinding this game for like a month this year, so it is amazing to see him succeed.
Oh, it was over a month. Thanks so much, Palmer.
And then we also have $50 towards that glitch exhibition from Cardio ID, who says Glasta and Trites, which I'm going to assume is GL Asta and T Rights. Absolutely. Thank you all for those generous donations, and keep getting those in for the glitch exhibition. Shasta, maybe you can talk a little bit more about that later, but I know I'm very excited to see it once we hit it. Not if, but once.
Yeah, I at least say the aforementioned regal necklace skip is a big part of the actual glitch exhibition. I'll show off a few different ways to do that. That like is not the way we do in the run that saves like a lot of time, but is like very funny. This like the side effects of it. I did that in my PB too.
Classic
Yeah.
this room moment.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I've done this too. It's the urge to cut corners here is very harsh.
Mm-hmm.
And once you start cutting corners, those little gaps will get you. Also, good RNG in the Keys room.
Yeah, that was really nice. Getting like 3 at once with a spin attack is so good.
Ideally, what you want is like for 3 keys to mob up on Link immediately, so that way that you can do a spin attack, kill them, and then go for the one by the chest. And it's what Shasta got, so that's awesome. Oh no!
Alright, well, it's fine.
Oh no, you lost 3 seconds.
Oh, frick. Oh, heck. And I got hurt as well? Oh, no.
I forgot you could just hit the switch like that, because in my mind I would have ran back downstairs and grabbed a pot.
Oh, no.
Sometimes I just like dig my heels in. It's like, I gotta get the strat. I don't even care.
Understandable.
Alright, we're gonna get our first powerful item.
Yeah, the boomerang here is great. And here's why. If I hold L and pull it out, I just draw a line, then bam, it goes where I need to go. And also you can lock on targets too, like that switch right there. So you've seen me doing some puzzles with that layer as well. They're really nice.
And your line can be really weird. Like you could draw like a big spiral of circles, and it'll go through that entire spiral before it comes back to Link. So that's important later. Is like the kind of directions we can make this thing go and float in the air for a little bit.
It's really, really cool, honestly. And also I can just tap like in front of like this as well to make it go that way. I'll have to draw a line every time, but I can just do that too. Yeah,
Bubbles are... Oh, good.
Fire Temple as a whole is pretty difficult as a temple early on, because like you only have 3 hearts to work with at this point, and like in the case of the spear, you have to actually damage boost a lot, especially in this room here, to get through things really quickly. So you're hearing a lot of the like low heart sound, especially I'd say right now.
Yeah, this
luckily
this
this
room in particular is a lot. And yeah, this is probably this is kind of a bit of a wall. Not too much, but like it's very easy to die here.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I just went for it. There we go. That works. Oh, we got it. Nice.
Is that
the rebound?
Who came up with that strat? Was that Hornlets?
Yep.
No, that's been around since since time immemorial.
Oh, really?
Kind of. I think the way that people used to do it was they would just draw it or draw like just a bunch of circles in that area, and then just
that's what I do. Yeah.
There. I guess I was the one that first kind of stopped doing that and just drew a quick line and let it go, which made it more consistent.
Yeah, because where the rat spawns there is completely random, and when he spawns it's also random too.
Here's a cool little bit of boomerang stuff. So we use it to... We have to do it in like a 5-point star there in order to get like the switches, and then we can also send it towards the key and then run towards the door, and the boomerang will meet us at the door with the key every time.
It's so cool. This runs
there's a lot of really neat stuff because of how the game is designed for the touchscreen. Yeah, like It's difficult too because to do some strats you kind of have to draw in a specific way or draw something quickly. And we were joking about like stencil strats or things that people have talked about in the past.
I don't think anybody ever actually did that, except maybe I think Greenalink used to or potentially talked about doing it. Greenalink was the like one of the first runners of this game back in like 2008.
Way back in the day, back when it first came out.
Yeah.
Before we had DS capture cards.
Mm-hmm. He has like a segment around this game on his YouTube as well, like from way back when. It's wild.
Yeah, what was the time of that? I don't remember. Was it like 3:30ish?
Yeah, like a 3:35, I think is what he said. When I posted my like world record the other day, like he quoted the saying like sometime like that. I think it was a 3:35.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm talking about this. I'm thinking about the same post. All right, big keys in this game are a little different.
Excuse me, they're called boss keys in this game.
It's so hard to remember what they're called in which games.
It is. It really is.
I was just playing Link's Awakening, and they're called Nightmare Key in that or whatever. So it's like they're all different kinds.
Yeah, third option. No.
But yeah, so we have to carry the key, and it's actually a lot faster to pick up the key, throw it, roll, grab it, pick it up, throw it in that kind of smooth motion.
Yeah, and then the same with another object you'll see very soon in the Temple Edition game. Let's go back there next. Very, very fast to do that instead. But now we get the first boss of this game, essentially. We have Blas, who splits into 3. Look at the small screen during this segment here. Number of horns they have is what I'm looking for, personally. We have to now line them up correctly. And just do that. Draw a 4, I guess, in this case.
They can be a little frustrating if they decide to, like, be real close to each other. Because then you might pick up the wrong one.
Yeah,
especially like, go right in front of Link as well.
Yeah, the way it works is like, as long as one of the little guys has like the target on it, it doesn't matter if the boomerang is at like the point in the path where it targeted that. It will just kind of grab it if the boomerang goes past it at all. And so sometimes if you need to like draw your path to be like very wide so that it doesn't grab anything at the wrong order.
Also, a few spin attacks there. Spin attacks do twice as much damage as your normal sword swing. Same as the jump slashes, but you have to like set it from farther away at that one at least.
Can't you like position Link in a certain way where the spin attack hit twice?
You can, yeah. I'm not consistent at it though, so I don't go for it. But you can do that.
Yeah,
a funny. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
It doesn't save too much time in any given places. It kind of just makes a few things a little more consistent, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of hard. You have to draw a circle and like start it and end it in a certain place so that you start the spin attack from the same angle. It's a little weird.
So, funny story about when I first learned this game back in I think it was late 2020, maybe early 2020. I think it was 2021. I was doing Blas, the Fire Temple boss, and I didn't realize you had to look at the top screen in order to like put all the guys together. I just kept doing it in random order. I was like, this boss is so hard. What am I doing wrong? And then I look at the top screen. I'm like, oh, it just shows you right there which ones to get.
That's really funny. Yeah, now we're going back to the island over here. Got a little bit of sailing before we get back over there. So say now's a good time for some donations or anything else to read.
Absolutely. It looks like we have $5 from Ziggy Fox, who says, I give you another face, which I shall call hello. Thanks for a wonderful stream every year. Let's get to 20K. P.S. JD is a goober, and we have an angry face, which I don't think you can call it a hello. So Ziggy, I'm gonna need to know what that one's called as well. We also have $100 towards that glitch exhibition. That is from Echo Parallax. No comment there, but I will make a comment, which is that we are about a third of the way towards hitting that incentive. I would like us to get a little further along on that, so let's keep those going.
I agree. Don't sleep on it, Chad. We gotta get there. We gotta get to 20K as well too. We really gotta get there. Don't sleep on it, Chad. Let's make as much progress as we can. Let's just knock that glitch suspicion out of the water entirely. Quite literally, because we're jumping on the water, knocking our boat out of the water. But let's do that. I think it's a good idea.
Absolutely. 20K is also going to mean that over the course of our lifetime as Fast as Furs, we will have hit a cumulative total of $75,000 raised for Trans Lifeline. So I'm in support of that as well. I would love to see us hit that.
That'd be fantastic, personally. We're now back at the Temple of the Ocean King, and we're gonna get the titular Fam Hourglass right here. What it does is allow us to just go through the temple without getting hurt. We have like a little timer counting down on sections that are in like the safe zones of the temple. And just like once that reaches 0, we start to get hurt again. That's all it is. But like, yeah, we get more Sand of Arrows by being more bosses in the game as well. But that's really just the main deal with the Fam Hourglass itself. It's not really relevant too much in the run because like I moved too quickly for it to really like be a factor at all. But that's what it is really. That's the titular Fam Hourglass.
Yeah,
Is important.
Yeah, you can get more Sound of Hours also through just pulling up some treasure chart treasures, but obviously that just takes a lot of time, and we don't need it anyways.
Oh, while I'm here as
Yeah.
well too, I just remembered something. We are playing on the English version of this game. That is important to note. English Wii UVC in particular. English is actually faster than Japanese for this run. Japanese is missing some cutscenes that save a lot of time throughout the run. However, it's missing one very important glitch that is critical and saves just more time than Japanese ever saved in the end. And that's
Yeah.
Regal Necklace Skip, which we'll see about 2 hours into the run or so.
Yeah, so Japanese is faster if you were to not do Regal Necklace Skip, but you wanted to still like do the run. Like in every other variation, Regal Necklace Skip is going to be faster. What's interesting is, yeah, Japanese, it omits a lot of these little door opening cutscenes that are like littered all throughout this game, and that really builds up a lot of time. But Regal Necklace Skip is just that much better. It's crazy.
It also just like every time you use the Cyclone Slates, which we'll get later on, just no like cutscene happening like there of the ship going down into the water again. It's wild. That alone saves like 5 seconds every time it appears. I missed.
Wow. Oh. Yep.
Uh-oh.
I will just go around. It's fine.
So there are these guys called Phantoms that patrol the Temple of the Ocean King, and if they see you, they chase you, and they don't just do damage when they hit Link, they send you back to the beginning of whatever room that you're in. Which, in some places, is going to be a helpful thing. We're actually trying to bait this guy into doing that right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like wait here a bit. This is like it's very much just like unscripted now at this point. That's never happened before. Moment actually, I don't think I've ever missed that torch before.
Yeah,
Oh
it's so funny. You were like pretty much like right on it. It just barely missed.
Mm-hmm.
Stop! You violated the law.
Bam.
Yeah, the other punishment you get is you lose 30 seconds, but that literally just doesn't matter at all.
It warps us back to the beginning of the floor as well, which is what I need them to do there. Because we have no faster way currently to go back there and like go to this door here really quickly. Now we have this guy here. He's going to switch, and I'm gonna just hit the wall to make him come over here. Hit this switch, make him come over there, and then pull that switch that he was guarding.
Also,
now we're gonna
get used to the.
Yeah, now we're gonna do a fun little trick as well, where I'm gonna use the boomerang and position myself in a cool way to skip the rest of this floor. We're just gonna do this, then do that, and then bam. We just get the key from the other side of the wall there.
Get used to that trick. You're gonna see it a few more times.
Yeah, you see it 3 times this run total. The actual boomerang itself has no hitbox when it comes back to you, but it has a grab box still, so you can just have it go through the wall there and grab whatever's on the other side. It's very cool. Now we have these force gems here. I call them giant Doritos personally. Same deal with the boss key earlier. You just throw them and then roll towards them, and it's faster than anything else. In my case, I'll be trying to move as fast as I can to try and get make a cycle here, which I make it very handily these days. But yeah, worth knowing.
Shasta wants to throw these in a very specific spot so that they're where he expects them to be later. What's something to note is that these blue phantoms that we're up against right now, they can't grab force gems, but later on we're gonna have phantoms that can, so that will be an issue.
Here we go. That's the cycle I need to make, by the way. It's yeah, a lot of leniency on that one. But it can be tricky if you're newer to this run for sure.
There's actually a faster strategy that you can do in this floor, which you would be able to do a couple times throughout the run. But it is really precise. You have to like delay one of the guardians so that you can just barely get in front of it without it seeing you.
Yeah, I tried to implement that strat into this run, and like I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
It's pretty inconsistent, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's fine for like individual level runs, but it's just a little too inconsistent.
But I bring all these over here. I'm just gonna throw this one up there, and then bam.
Wow, what do you think we have to make here with all these triangles?
Cow.
Jigglypuffs as seen from above?
Yes,
A $5 donation?
maybe.
I think I'd want to see a lot of those. Let's get those.
Would love that personally. Get the glitch intermission, y'all. We gotta do it. We can't wait on that. Come on. That'd be silly if we did. I know we're very silly, but we can't be silly in this regard. It's important. Yeah. Now we have the next sea chart here, Northwest Sea charts. We can't go to Northwest Sea just yet because whenever we do, there's a cycle and that'll stop us. So we'll be actually going to the left side of the map in a second to actually after that we'll be going to another island first or to the 2 islands before we go there.
That's another thing is that we're gonna be essentially going through this game like relatively skipless because we have to do pretty much all the dungeons in somewhat the order they were intended, especially in the first half of the game, because the sea is so locked off.
Yeah, later on you'll see something very cool like the last 3 dungeons. The fact that we can just kind of do them out of order, which is intended by the game too. You can do that yourself at home, no problem.
Try this at home.
Try this at home. Don't do the ice place first. I guess I don't know. Hold on. There we go. Okay, 1 breath. We take those. I'm asthmatic, so like sometimes sometimes the microphone doesn't respond properly on the gamepad, so I have to do 2 breaths for that one.
Alright, this is probably the longest between dungeon segment in the whole game, because not only do we have Temple of the Ocean King, we gotta do a good bit of sailing here, and we got some extra stuff to grab, including a cannon.
Yeah, we're going to Cannon Island right now to grab the cannon. That's what we're doing at the moment.
Do I have a few moments to read some donations here?
I would say, yeah, absolutely, yeah, go for it.
You got it. We have another $50 towards that glitch exhibition, putting us over a third of the way there. That is from W. Miller. No comment on that one, but thank you for pushing us over that 1/3. Let's get to 1/2 next.
Let's do it. Thank you very much for your donations. This is the postman. We don't see him throughout the run here because we want to avoid every single post box that comes up, which we do. Like it's pretty easy to avoid for the most part, but if I do hit one, I'll donate like $50 or something crazy like that because it shouldn't happen, but you know. But yeah, Edo, who's the person who makes all the cannons and stuff, he's currently locked inside of his workshop there on the. And we have to go around the whole island to go bother him because right now his assistant says we can't actually like talk to him while he's working essentially. So we gotta go all the way around to get his attention.
For what it's worth, it can be very easy to die in this particular part of the run. There's a lot of stuff you take damage on in this island, including these bombs, if you don't hit them properly. You'll notice we're going to speed up a lot of bomb explosions by having Link poke the bomb with his sword, but obviously that also opens us up to being hurt if we're too close.
I like the one where the rats are just pushing the other one right there. It's very good. There's also a skip on this island that we could do, but it is inconsistent as heck, and I've not gone for it in a very long time. But it allows you to skip the whole thing here. It's called Bomb Garden Skip. I'm gonna do that. There we go.
These little purple mice love to hit into you right as you're about to drop the most important bomb of your life.
Oh yeah.
And so do these guys.
That was on me that time. I went a little too close. However, hey, for your 200 rupees, that's cool.
That's important. We're gonna need that.
Mm-hmm.
We want.
Right, there we go.
We want a minimum of 200 rupees, a max of 300 going into the next part of the game.
Yeah, ideally throughout we're gonna get like a bunch of red rupee drops from enemies, but that might not happen. So we'll see, I guess. But yeah, ideally that's what happens.
That big red rupee is also really annoying because if you roll into it from the bottom, it actually drops off on the right side into the water, and then it will never respawn. So you kind of have to go roll into it from the top.
In particular, I roll to it from on the top right side of the tree because that makes it spawn like on like the left side next to me, which is probably I'd say the best way you can do that. At least that's the way I've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, now we have the cannon, which is automatically installed onto our ship. We just tap anywhere on the screen, and our cannonball shoots right towards it. That's the idea there. Thank you, Seal. I just said that.
Internet Explorer.
Excuse me, it's called Edge now. I don't know.
Ugh.
I'm sorry.
I forgot I don't use it.
I used it to install Google Chrome and haven't looked back.
Yeah, basically.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so
we're
we,
gonna Go ahead.
I was gonna say, we're gonna destroy some rocks here that are blocking our path to the next area, but all the money that we're gonna need to get for the next part of the game is pretty much gonna come from shooting enemies with the cannon here. But enemy drops are random. We could get red rupees, we could get a blue rupee, we could get green rupee, we could get no rupees, we could get a heart. But I can't say I've ever had a run that didn't make at least 300 after this temple. I think
I've
usually
had many runs that have not made 300 after this temple.
maybe I've just been extraordinarily lucky then. I apologize.
Yeah, but I've also done like just a lot of runs of this game over the years.
Yeah, no, it's
Like-
definitely possible. At most we need at least 200 rupees, so even if you don't get the 300, it's not the end of the world. We just want to get 300 because that makes it a lot more consistent.
So
Yeah.
the game wants us to follow the ghost ship here, but you actually don't have to. You can just go straight to the loading zone for the next area, and the ghost ship will just be there.
Rare. Be there right there. Okay. And then we're just gonna
Oh,
go
look.
over here to the right. Instead of following ghost ship to the very top left of the map here, we can just go to the right where the game doesn't want us to go, and just counts us as actually just encountering the ghost ship in the top left for some reason. It's very cool. Wish I get 2 enemy spawns right here as well. I've only gotten hearts so far. That's not the best luck so far, but hopefully I get rid of it
Octoroks.
soon.
That's a shame. I feel like they don't let me down as often.
Mm-hmm.
These little guys, I swear, never give me good drops.
I got green rupee from them, which is something. But I need some blue rupees, and in particular some red rupees for sure. Also, this is a cutscene here you won't see during on the Japanese version. It'll just like cut directly to like to the ship on the wire here, like with the camera behind it.
Oh, I didn't know
That's
that.
another way. Yeah, it's another way it saves time.
And there's
However,
always this
overall,
enemy
this
right
time-
here.
Hey, red
Oh!
rupee. There we go. I usually get red rupee from them. Oops.
Alright,
There we go.
So now, like the game, like in terms of like what you're supposed to do here, there's a very specific path that you need to take. It's essentially the ghost ship's path through the fog, and we gotta go to this island to figure it out. But really, we're going there to grab an item.
There's one item we gotta get there, and it is very important for us to the run. Because I'll just get through the next area, essentially. We won't use it too much outside of that, except for like some small things, but yeah.
Note these golden frogs jumping out of the water. They'll be important later. There'll be a quiz as well.
There. It will be a quiz. Pay attention.
So actually, yeah, you can shoot the cyclones in this game with bombs, and that makes the cyclones go away. Do not try that in real life, please.
Do not do that in real life. They also give you a guaranteed like green rupees. That's what I was trying to get right there, but yeah.
Oh,
Also, for
I
some
didn't
reason,
know it was
Lineback
guaranteed.
just like it's guaranteed. Yeah. For some reason, Lineback is just like, hey, this place is dangerous. You probably shouldn't be here. You want to set sail, and they have to say no to him there. If you say yes, you actually do set sail. You don't have to go to this island. This is where you're supposed to be. It's very confusing.
Can't tell you how many times I've done that accidentally. Just hit
Oh,
yes
yeah.
and then lose 30
Oh, no.
seconds.
Mostly frustrating because of how late into the run this is to make a silly mistake like that. It's like, you know, it's...
Yeah, and that's Romanos right there. He says his father like once finally get past the cyclone and all the fog and stuff. So we gotta find his findings essentially. He has a little hideaway that we have to go find somewhere.
Nice 5
These keys are
rupees.
very evil. This keys is evil. I hate that keys.
He's such a rude guy.
He's always there above the gap. It's the worst. Why does he do that?
Alright, these are Zora warriors. So if you guys, Zelda fans know that there's 2 types, you know, there's the river Zoras and there's the sea Zoras. Those are the river Zoras.
There we go. Also gives me a guaranteed red rupee every time from them. Which helps a lot, to say the least. Oops, you can die.
I want to say that was the first time Zora, like those types of Zoras, had been brought back since like earlier Zelda days. Was in this game.
Wouldn't
But
shock me.
I'm not certain.
Yeah, I think a lot of the 8-bit ones, and I think the Game Boy ones might have had them in them. But yeah, none of the 3D ones did. None of the none of the 3D ones did, and I don't think the later Game Boy ones did either.
Also, now we have the shovel, which we'll be using on the next island once we get there. And more importantly, too, we found our route essentially to go through the winds. Now we can go through there. Or
Yep,
the fog. I mean, the fog.
This is this next part is Shasta's gonna have to draw the exact path necessary and do it quickly, which is very funny. Very funny skills that you need to have for this game.
Yeah, this is the longest section of sailing of the run. I think it's just a bit longer than what we do later after the second to last W Ocean King visit. This is part of the run where I'm like, hey, if you go take a break and you go stand up and stretch, use the restroom, get a little food, get a little snack, get some water, drink some water, drink some water, drink some water, drink some water, go do that.
But I drink
and
all
also,
the water every time?
Drink all the water in the ocean here, yes.
Do not drink ocean water.
Do not do that. But yeah, for real talk, it's the perfect time for donations or anything else to read off right now.
You got it. We have $25 from Salem, who says, let's go Shasta. Let's have a fantastic PH run and support Trans Lifeline in the process. That is going towards the Glitch exhibition.
Hell yeah, thank you.
We also have $50 towards the Glitch exhibition from Cypress, who says, woo, Glitch exhibition, let's go. Also, trans rights.
Trans rights, hell yeah. Thank you very much.
$5 from Kurgaby towards Glitch exhibition, of course, who says, good luck Shasta, hope you got to rest after all your hard work last night. Trans rights.
Trans rights. I got plenty of rest, thank you. Kurgaby was on Stream Tech last night with me. I was introducing, so yeah.
Chad, if I may make a request, it seems we are out to sea here, and maybe for a while, and I don't want the four of us to get scurvy. So if you could be so kind as to send us some citrus fruits, perhaps via donation, an orange, a lime, anything helps. Helps us, helps trans rights. Get those in, please.
You don't want scurvy in the high seas. That's the one thing you don't want for sure.
For sure.
Absolutely. Or some
nice
or marauders or something, I don't know. Some other pirates taking you over.
Rupee count looking good so far.
Yeah, I'd say so. But we have another mid or so if you want. We have some blurbs or something.
You know what? We actually have a couple of donations for some future incentives. If you don't know, we actually have some pretty cool runs coming up after this. We met an incentive to have Monkey Ball after this, and there is an outfit bid war open for that. There's a couple of different outfits we can get. And we have JD Puppy donating $3 towards the Knight's outfit, saying, I really liked Jamie the Benui suggestion in chat for the :3 smiley. The Smeowly. Let's get Knights featured in Monkey Ball.
That's great. I love that. Oh my god, we're going rupees now. Let's go. Let's get 4 in a row.
Oh, we are stacked with that paper now.
Yeah. You have 4 rupees in a row right there. That's really good luck. If we didn't get that there, it's fine because we get a bunch of free rupees in the actual temple itself soon. So that's okay. But ideally, you don't want to be 240 rupees or so going to this island. That's
also,
when you start to worry a little bit.
Fun fact: if you're too close to Beetle here, like you can see on the top screen, sometimes you can actually run into him. I've done it before.
Yeah, my path wasn't the most optimal path right there that I drew. It's I was a little bit slow on that. I'd say if it was a little more optimal, we actually might run the Beetle usually.
All right, welcome to the Isle of Gust. We've made it. We're here.
After all of that. After
the
all that
second
jumping,
temple.
I can
Second
rest my
temple's
hand for
upon
a
us.
couple seconds.
Also, returning enemy from Wind Waker, the mini Blins. They are an absolute menace in this game, just like they are in Wind Waker.
I love them though. I wish they still made the same noises though. That'd be awesome.
But
You're so good. Yeah, we got the case in point, menace right there. if he was not in the way, it would actually make the wind cycle there and not get stopped for a little bit. What happened?
Yes, the wind cycle is it's not random at all. It's completely consistent, but yeah, it also does depend on how the mini blends how they move around.
If I can jump in for a moment, courtesy of quite a lot of citrus, we just hit $17,000.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you so much for your generosity, and when we have a moment to read some donos, I will let you know about all those citrus fruits.
Absolutely. Very soon, I have to do some stuff with the shovel here that I should probably talk about. But yeah, I'll also do a little
First-
skip right here by doing that
Yeah.
right over the fence.
That saves
Like-
1 second.
Yeah, it saves like no time, but hey, it's worth it. Gotta save the frames. But yeah, here we have all these like different like holes that have wind coming out of them. Some of them we have to dig them up. Other ones we have to just like cover them real quickly. And then we have one of these favorite sections of the run, honestly, because it's always really scary. We have these like this like sandy area for all these sandworms here that will come after me.
Arrakis
the-
Island.
Is that what they're called?
No, I that's a Dune reference. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I think they're like
Oh,
sand lakes or something. Like they're definitely related to lakes. I'm pretty sure.
that wouldn't surprise me. Also, to blow into the correct wind vanes here, I guess, or windmills. I forget what they call them, but yeah, I need to do that here too. DS game, by the way.
You have to know, by the way, this is another puzzle where it's like you have to find the location of the exact 3 of these windmills that you need to open the door in the right order.
Yeah, and then that allows access to the actual temple itself, because there's a bunch of wind right in front of the temple that makes us not be able to get into it. Until we do all that there, then we're good.
Here we go. Temple 2. We're here. We did it.
Yeah, I'm gonna open this door through the wall, because you can just do that for some reason. It's great.
Link is
Then I
so powerful.
Gonna make a few cycles in his first room as well, so hopefully I can do that. This bomb's sometimes a little finicky. Hopefully I can just skip this puzzle. Nice, there we go. Sometimes like all that explodes, and for some reason they're just like a frame apart from like hitting each other. Both the switches hitting each other at the same time. So like it just doesn't work, but we got there.
Also, the game wants you to push a block so that you block those wind channels, but you can just use the boomerang through the wind. It's really funny.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like that. Those keys are also very funny there too.
Oh, I love
Alright,
this fight here.
Yeah, look at this. Bam.
Just like that.
Most of the time, boomerangs will stun enemies, but for some weaker enemies like those snakes there or the keys, they'll just one-shot kill them. It's very good. Here's where we get some free rupees as well for blowing some earlier.
Gotta watch
this
out
fight
for
right
snake.
here. I think during this fight we can like I'll just be like, actually no, I'll explain the fight real quickly. Then after that we can probably get some donations off. But yeah, this fight right here, I have to like walk up next to these rocks, which are actually these chews that just are covering rocks for some reason. I gotta throw a bomb at them to get rid of them, and then do that. Bam. Then we're good. Now we go into the stairs on the right side of this floor. If you want to read a quick donation, I'd say go for it right now.
Sure thing. We have $5 from Mega Man, who says, I specialize in providing lemons.
Thank you for the lemons.
We
No
also
more
have
scurvy for me. Scurvy
we also
heart
have
attack.
$25 from Sonic Mega, who says, I couldn't find any oranges, but I did find this tangerine-flavored Izzy. It's in a bottle, though, not a can. Is that okay? I think it's okay as long as you recycle it. We're out at sea. We're not going to be throwing any of that overboard. We got to
That's
be
true.
responsible. And we also have $20 from Wonder J. Just commented a ton of orange emojis. Just a lot of those. So thank you. We appreciate it so that we can stay well. Trans Rights appreciates it. And thank you all to your donations towards the Glitch exhibition, because we are getting really darn close to that.
How close are we?
Let me give you an exact number.
Ooh.
Currently, we are at $725 out of 1,000. So,
we're getting so
over
close.
2/3 the way there. We are so close, so close. Let's last push, perhaps even some more citrus for the road.
Absolutely. I'd love some more citrus right now. Thank you very much for all the donations and stuff. And thank you, Kate, for reading them as well. But
Hope we get
that
some
room,
more fun citrus, like kumquats.
so much more. Ooh, that's a good one. Take one of those for sure. Yeah, the last room there, there are a bunch of holes in the ground. You have to, and it's one of those puzzles where the game just kind of has this like, you have to like find out exactly which holes to dig up and everything, and it does tell you like where to dig it up and everything like that. But I just know where to go with that one. You say something, Brandio?
Oh no, I was just gonna say what you were saying. You're good.
Oh, okay. And yeah, right here we need to. Oh, perfect timing, nice, perfect distance for that last one. But yeah, the main thing right now is you have to do exactly this right here, which spawns as a little small key, which I guess our next item in the game that we need.
I don't know if we mentioned it earlier, but what Shasta did there too. There's if you do 4 rolls in quick succession, Link gets dizzy. So typically Shasta's doing 3 rolls and then spacing out before starting another 3 rolls. But in some instances, you can just do 3 rolls like into a cutscene or something, and it'll overlap, and you won't have to worry about the time loss. However, it does stay across loading zones. So like if you do 4 rolls into a loading zone, Link will enter the next room and then get dizzy. And now we've got bombs.
Yeah, that's the
Bombs
case
are
for
very
most
good in this
loading
game.
zones. There are a few that don't do that.
Yeah, there's a few like whenever the map has to reload entirely, that's one loading zone where you can just do 4 rolls into it and we'll get dizzy after the fact. It's pretty cool. Like Temple Yoshi King is one example of that. And also I think every temple on the Isle of Ruins is the same way too. Which is pretty cool.
Also, shout out to ILing this game. This one was one of my favorites to IL.
It's a cool
Which is
temple.
if you're not familiar, is individual level speedruns, and it's just like running. We have one for each individual temple, plus each temple the Ocean King visit. That's done in the story, and they're fun.
There we go, second try. I got a
Yeah.
second try everyone I've done with this game recently.
So what Shasta just did is there's actually there's a puzzle where they want you to throw 2 bombs so they explode at the same time and hit those. But not only do you get to skip doing that because it's faster to just throw one and hit one at the same time, but you also skip a little cutscene that shows you like the room, and it's like, oh, what do you do here? And we're off to the boss.
The important thing to know of bombs that I kind of did on the way up to there is that bombs take a little bit to explode. So in my case, I try to throw a bomb and then do stuff afterwards to minimize the amount of time I'm actually maximize the amount efficiency, I guess, while it's going on. But now this is Cyclock. The first Cyclock likes to go invincible sometimes, and hopefully he doesn't do that here. I'm just gonna go right up here, throw a bomb like this. Bam, nice. Bombs are powerful than your sword, so I just do 6 bomb throws like this. And then we gotta hope he goes right, and also Cyclone spawns on the right. And that saves a lot of time if so. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful!
Oh,
Perfect
let's
fight.
go. That's awesome.
Nice. And yeah, 10 bomb
Perfect.
hits, he's down. Very, very clean fight. That's the best you'll see right there. It's the best fight you'll see.
Yeah, that's ideal. Ideal RNG. Every boss has some RNG associated with them, and it can be... It ranges from, like, a few seconds lost to a lot more. And we're gonna see that with an upcoming boss later. But, actually, I guess... Maybe the only slight exception might be the boss of the Temple of Courage. I think that one's, like, you have pretty consistent strategy for that one.
Yeah, that one's completely consistent.
Is that the only completely... No, I guess Eox, too.
Eox can be consistent as well, yeah.
I have
a lot harder to be consistent, but yeah.
I have unfortunately messed up the boss of the Temple of Courage recently. Hopefully it won't happen this run or ever again. I call it the easiest boss in the game for a long time, then I have to mess it up, so that's just it'd be like that sometimes.
So we're actually heading to an island that's uncharted on our map, and so what Shasta's doing here is that he's charted it in such a way that we're going to skip the... Normally when you first see an island for the first time, the game gives a little intro where they're like, whoa, and you're like zoom in on the island. But by positioning the camera away from it and drawing a line to where he knows that this little boardwalk is, or I guess port at the beginning of the island, we can get there and skip that cutscene.
Like this. I think I might be a little too high up. We'll see. No, we're good. Never mind. Cool. Yeah, let's just go straight into it instead of having to draw the route to the ports, or just seeing the actual cutscene, which takes 10 seconds or so. Of be like, whoa, island, wow.
Now, this island is a really cool gimmick because there is no map, so you have to draw your own in a real sense to understand what it looks like. And also, this is a pretty difficult puzzle in my opinion.
It's pretty awesome.
It's really cool. It's just hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
So
was
the
one
whole-
of my favorite one and when I was growing up.
Same here. I love drawing the map here so much. But the gimmick here is that, yeah, you gotta draw the map. And in this case, the riddle helps you out. Ideally, but really the actual island itself is shaped like a whale. So we have to hit the rudder, then hit the spray right there, then we hit the fin in 1 second. Then we hit the eyeball, and then the path opens up.
And
That's
we
the
get
idea.
we get a very important item here. That this is going to be like it's not only faster because it's useful. It's also going to be a glitch. That's something that help us later.
Yeah, even beyond that too, like this is completely optional to even get in the first place. But like it saves so much time that we have to get it, really. It's, like it allows us to warp around the entire world wherever we want to. And also, of course, like Brandon said, it's used for a glitch later on too. It saves just so much time we can't ignore it. So,
I don't think
yeah.
there's a Zelda game with a warp function that doesn't have a wrong warp.
Also, look at this lad here. I love the Cyclone King. He's got
Yes.
a great design. We'll try to split
And
it in
we get
there.
our Game Boy Advance cartridge.
True. I never thought about that, but you're right.
I think it's intentional with how much DS imagery is in this game. There's a whole island that's shaped like a DS, and it's called DS Island.
That's true. It's great.
A pretty fun mini game on it.
Which one is it? Which one's on it? I don't remember. Is that Goron Racing?
Rolling. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's so much fun. Yeah,
With
actually,
Goron?
yeah, we get to play as a Goron in this game. It'll happen way later, but it's a fun little side thing.
It's really cool. Yeah. Why is Beetle there? Whatever. It's fine.
All right, so
Red Beetle.
now the item we picked up that I called a Game Boy Advance cartridge is called this Cyclone Slate, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna use that because those golden frogs that I told you were important earlier are in every ocean, and you'll see here in a second once one pops up. They're in very specific spawn locations, so you always need to go to where they're at.
Come on, I believe. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Okay.
So yeah, we need to shoot him down with our trusty cannon.
A seagull as well. Sorry
Nice.
about that.
They give us a little symbol to draw, and every symbol means like a different location on our map here. So that's going to be important. That's going to help us get around very, very quickly.
You're supposed to draw them on the map itself, but I already know it anyway, so it's not a big deal. In this case, whenever we go back in the game for the first time, there's a little cutscene of Tetra being like, "Save me, Link, save me." So we just skip that every time too.
Yeah, faster to save and quit than sail back here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're absolutely loaded with money, so we needed to be for after this temple segment. But
Yeah.
we're going back to the Temple of the Ocean King.
Right here, if all the enemies are spawned in, I want to be at like 280 ideally, because there actually is a guaranteed 20 rupee drop in the temple itself soon. But we're far past that, so we're good on that front. Don't have to worry about money at all for the rest of the run at this point. Just have to worry about Edo soon, but we'll get that for his temple. Yeah, we're just going straight back there right now to the second visit. If you want to read some donations or read blurbs off right now, now's a good time, I'd say.
You got it. We have 3 donations all coming in from Ian Keith that I'd love to read for you.
3, let's go.
Yeah, the first one for $100 says, "This one's for all who made this event happen. For the runners and their awesome skills, for the hosts hyping for all 4 days, for the staff putting this all together, for the tech crew working their tails off, and for the viewers cheering us all on. I love you all."
Thank you very much, Ian Keith.
Number 2, we have another $100 from Ian Keith. And
Ooh.
Ian says, "And this one's for you, who's still trying to gear themselves up to take that first step on your journey of being trans, who wanted to donate, looked at their account, and decided they needed that money for food first. I love you all too."
Absolutely.
And finally, we have $2 from Ian Keith, who says, "And this one's for Marshmallow Paul, 'cause Charcoal Dave sucks." And yes, we can say that.
True. True.
Thank you so much, Ian, for your generosity, all going towards that glitch exhibition.
Thank you so much for that, Ian. And that's 300 towards it, right? I think we had less than 300 left for it, if I recall correctly. Is that right?
Let me double check. I think one of those might have come in before I checked that, so let me see what we're up to. Yep, we're still hovering just under $300 away from that incentive. We're making great progress on it. I know we can smash that probably before the halfway point of the run, so let's get those in.
Absolutely, let's do it. We don't want to wait on it, chat. We really don't. We got more incentives after this too. So
We
yeah.
sure do. Those Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble outfits are not gonna bid on themselves.
Yeah, plus we gotta save the animals later too. That's important for Super Metroid. That hasn't opened yet. That's because we're waiting on this incentive. Y'all want to do that? I know y'all want to do that. So yeah, let's do it. Also, that trick
Get 'em
there
in.
again, by the way. We got that. We have to get a trick a second timing.
So
Yeah.
one thing to note on the first floor that Chesta was doing there is that the bombs actually opened up an even faster path for us, and that's gonna, again, a running theme through this temple is that every item we collect is going to open up something, make something quicker, just make it a lot easier for us to get around.
For the first 3 floors here, it's like not a huge deal. Like the bomb's the biggest one on the first floor, but like this one here, we have the shovel now, so we're using that to instead of like trigger a cutscene here by pulling the switch to the left. I'm about to pass. We're instead just going over to this like wind hole here and just dig that up, which saves like a few more seconds.
Makes
And
us so we can get
again.
the cycle again.
Otherwise, yeah, same strat here for this floor. So if there's anything else to read, I think now's a good time actually until we get to the end of this floor.
Well, I'd actually like to welcome in Brosentia and their raiders.
Yo, thank you for rating.
Thank you for rating. You are all watching Fastest First Fall Fest 2024 in support of Trans Lifeline. The mission of Trans Lifeline is to connect trans people to the community support and resources that they need to survive and thrive. They envision a world where trans people have the connection, economic security, and care that everyone needs and deserves, free of police, emergency responders, and prisons that disproportionately inflict violence and mistreatment on trans individuals. Since 2014, Trans Lifeline operators have answered over 100,000 calls from their peers, and we fully support the mission of Trans Lifeline to help empower trans people through the power of community and shared lived experiences. If you want to learn more, you can visit translifeline.org, and if you want to donate, !donate in the chat.
For every donation until incentive is met, because the incentive there, or because of the rate message there, I will quack for every donation. So balls in your court.
That's
chat.
worth it. Oh, that's so worth it.
I think it'd be funny. Let's do it. My first son was a sea otter, but you know what? Sea otters can quack as well too. It's fine. Yeah, now we're at this door right here. This is the door of wisdom. We open it with the. We haven't even mentioned it. Yeah, we got this blue fairy here now. The sage wisdom. Things
Yeah.
what they're called.
So yeah, that's like the main. So like, you know how Zelda games had that formula of like you need to collect the red, the green, and the blue item in order to get to the middle point of the game. We're doing that right now. And what things that we're collecting are these fairies. There's the fairy of courage, the fairy of other thing, and the fairy of other thing.
Yeah, now we're gonna do the same skip we did on floor 2, but now on floor 4. Oh my god, there we go. Okay, I can't say words.
I was also
I got it.
When I was thinking, I was like, Fastest First Fall Fest is also quite a tongue twister.
Yeah.
I heard that and I was like, I can't say that.
Otherwise known as.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't work. Ah, crap, it didn't work. That's fine. I was almost like the optimal 4-4 because I got first try on the actual like key grab there. That was really good, except like it was just short of that. Ideally, I wanted to hit that Phantom Eye that pops up there, which by the way, I didn't mention them yet, but the Phantom Eyes, whenever you see you, they start beeping and like going on top of you until you go to a safe zone or they like rub on top of you and you like destroy them that way.
Another really cool bit of combat with the boomerang here, making a full circle to stun all these enemies, because otherwise they'll electrify it in like little bursts. And it'll hurt Link to touch them, kind of like in Wind Waker when he like gets electrocuted.
That was a really clean fight as well. I'm happy with how that went.
Yeah, that was great. I always get it confused. Okay, yes, it's the mini blends here. So then the second visit is the Moldorms.
Yeah,
There's so many visits to this temple, I get them mixed up sometimes.
that's so valid. The last mini blend also drops you a guaranteed red rupee. So if you're short on rupees by this time in the temple, you have that as your last resort sort of drop. It's like you're going money for like the beginning here, but if you get like not enough red rupee drops from all the enemies, you could like still be short going to the temple here, which is really unfortunate. But most of the time you're good though, at least. All right, so we're gonna draw an hourglass on this door right here. The entire puzzle of floor 6 has you go to all 6 of those safe zones there you see on the small screen to like essentially just tell you, hey, draw an hourglass on there, like connect the dots. So yeah, this puzzle here is one that a lot of people either love or they hate because they saw them possibly an accident. So in this case, on Wii UC, I'm gonna do this, and that for some reason just puts the crest on that screen. On a DS, you're supposed to open and close it, or you're supposed to close your DS and open it again to press the crest from the top screen to the bottom screen. It's really cool. However, illusion is broken by the fact that all you have to do is just put your DS in the sleep mode and it works. But it is genuinely one of the coolest puzzles in all of video games, really. That being said, though, a DS game I played called Trace Memory does the exact same thing, and Hotel Dusk. Both those games do that, actually, and it's so cool.
I do appreciate that there are so many
gosh.
games, especially Nintendo games, that have some sort of gimmick like that. Oh, you have to turn it upside down or backwards or push this button at 12 p.m. while it's the summer solstice.
There's also a really cool puzzle in Trace Memory that, like, can only be done on DS because it uses both reflections of, like, the top and the bottom screen of your DS, like, right here, to, like, reflect the exact image you need to see onto the screen.
That's so cool.
Play Trace Memory, Chad. Another Code Recollection. It came out on Switch like earlier this year. Play that game. It's really damn good. And Hotel Dusk. Both those games were fantastic. 10 out of 10.
Still gotta try both of those.
They're so good.
Our trusty gold frog for this area. So basically, how the warps work is there's a warp for all 4 squares of the map. So the northwest, the southwest, the southeast, and the southwest. We just grab the southwest, right?
Yeah.
We just grab the southwest. I sometimes get the cardinal directions a little confused.
And now we're coming to Edo here, who'll give us a salvage arm. It's the last thing we need from him in the run. However, the price he sets is pretty much random. I have a set for this because you want to see blown to the microphone. And if you do it like the right way, he'll give you like either 200 rupees for the price, 300 rupees, 1,000 rupees, or just won't sell it to you. In my case, if I just tap on the microphone, then he should just sell it to me. No, never mind. Okay, hold on. I got this. Come on, Edo.
He wants you to scream into the microphone, and depending on how loud you are, he will give you either a 200 rupee arm, a 300 rupee arm, or charge 1,000 rupees. So obviously we can't have 1,000 rupees on us, so we need either 200 or 300, which is why we needed a max of 300 rupees going into this section.
I will shout out Ben Stevens again, by the way, for that tapping the microphone on the Wii U gamepad strat, because I got that from him in the first place. That's a really good strat for that.
I just want to talk about my strat for that, which is I blow a can of compressed air into the microphone.
Oh yeah, I forgot I do that too.
Does that count tool-assisted speedrun though?
No, it's fine. Everybody said it was cool.
Technically using the stylus is a tool-assisted speedrun if you want to go that way.
My first couple speedruns of the game, though, I actually just straight up shouted into the microphone, and I had to tell people I was living with. I was like, "Hey, I just need you to know I'm going to be shouting really loud at one point during this. I'm sorry."
This is the one time you'll see the salvage arm, by the way. Technically one time, but it's one time I would be using it like properly. But it's a really cool thing. It's used for a lot of treasures and extra stuff in the entire game. All you do is just I hold down, make it go a little faster, and that's all I can do here. But there's a treasure chest right at the bottom of this floor here. In this case, it contains the Sun Key, which you need to actually access the Courage Temple. So we got it. Then you drag it all the way up. We do have 5 bits of health, and for some of the other puzzles that you can get with the salvage arm, it can get down to the wire sometimes. There's some pretty tricky ones, but this one's not a big deal.
This one's nice and simple, and it's very consistent. These guys are moved the same way every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a little bit annoying in like 100%, for example, because those 5 bits of health are the same across all times you can do the salvaging. So if you take a bit of damage, you're only going to have 4 health in the next one. And eventually, if you lose all of them, it breaks and you have to go and pay to get it fixed on Murkay Island. So
I forgot about that. That's wild.
It's a bit nerve-wracking in 100%.
Yeah. No kidding on that one. I completely forgot that was even a thing.
Fun fact about the Sun Key is that there is a Sun Key that exists in this game that sits in a treasure chest out of bounds. And where is it? It's on this island, I think, right? Underground that we're going to?
It's in the same room, in the very top right of the room out of bounds, where the sun door is.
So we don't currently have a way to grab it, RTA, or even in
Even
a task
task.
setting, I don't think. But we
Yeah.
currently don't have a way to grab it. But if we could grab it, that would be huge. We could skip grabbing the salvage. I guess no, we couldn't. What could
No,
we?
we
What?
couldn't. You can skip the Temple of the Ocean King visit.
Okay, that's it. I was gonna say we can skip something.
Yeah.
We can skip something.
It would definitely save some good time.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably be like the time save we need to maybe get like closer to sub 3 RTA.
If like honestly we can get sub 3 RTA, I think it'd be possible at that point if we were able to actually like get the Sun Key from out of bounds.
So we're going back to the island, but unfortunately, a very big eye has suddenly risen out of the ocean.
Wow, that's a creative name. I hope they named it that.
Wow. Well, I've got good news for you. So the way that this the AI of this plant works is that you need to be moving by the time he fires his third shot, or else he will fire more shots and not like the eye won't pop out. So what Shasta's doing is he's parking for a couple shots and then moving strategically in between them so that it counts as 3 shots only.
It's essentially just RNG manip at this point because if we don't do this, he'll oops, I'm gonna do it. There we go. If we do this, he'll like kind of like hesitate for a little bit and then shoot another 3 shots at me. But if we just like move while he's shooting this, then like stop when he doesn't, then he won't do that again. He'll just always open up and then we're good. Unfortunately, in my old recent marker, I lost timer because I accidentally double tapped the stop go thing on the side of the screen. But it happens to be like that. And bam. Yeah,
I
pretty
hope
smooth
nothing
fight
like that
overall.
happens again.
I hope not.
That would be terrible.
That'd be big stinky.
Maybe even
Forget-
massive.
Massive stinky, true. But yeah, speaking of big stinky, this next part of the run has a little thing called tree clip in it. It's random whether or not like it works because the tree that you need that makes tree clip possible either spawns like a pixel up or a pixel lower on the ledge that it spawns on. It's completely random as soon as I go into this next room here. Like what happens with it? Like we'll see if it works or not.
Yeah, essentially you
Right
can
here,
just
but-
kind of
yeah.
squeeze through. You can squeeze through a hole in some trees, but the trees are like not generated in the same spot every time.
This was found a year ago last year by someone who was playing the game casually, by the way.
I love when that happens.
Oh, I forgot to pull the boomerang. There we go. Now here we go. Are the trees real? Is tree clip real this run? Come on, please.
No.
Ah, there it is. Nice.
Hey, there
Hey,
it
it's real.
Nice.
It
But how
works.
much does that save? Like a few seconds? Like 20 seconds? 15 seconds?
It's like, I think 10 at most. Usually around 5 seconds for me because of the step I have to do there. A little time save. We take those. Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, some entities in this game just have like a very small amount of variance with where they spawn. There's in a later dungeon, there's a rock that we used to use for a trick that also had that variance, and that was how I first found out about it. But apparently, it also applies to all of these trees.
Yeah, it's really odd. I
So
think you're talking
we're
about like Goron Temple, right? It's for the old step there, for the
Yeah,
big
the
skip
old
there.
the old rock setup.
Yeah,
Which is
that was
awful,
the worst.
and I hated it.
Same.
The Goron Temple with what we have now is 3 million times better.
Agreed. I'm just gonna go straight for the skips here, I think. We'll be a little
Okay,
help,
so
it's fine.
Shasta's going for a clip here through these spiky rollers that you can only really do if you have enough health for, because you take a lot of chip damage in this particular dungeon if you're not careful, and just in general if you want to move fast. So you have to have enough health to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this is another dungeon that's pretty easy to die in if you're not careful.
Yeah, especially because a lot of the pots don't give you a guaranteed hard drop. They can give you just something kind of random most of the time. So hopefully this goes well. There's also these enemies here too, the centipedes that just like, oh my god. Yeah, they just move randomly towards you like that.
These are
away.
Moldorms, which are a classic Zelda enemy, and they're really annoying in this particular part of the game because you don't have. We'll get a bow and arrow later that lets us that kills them instantly. But right now, yeah, it takes 2 hits either with the boomerang or with the sword.
If they see you, they'll just go right towards you until they hit you. So sometimes it's better. It's best to just take the hit there, then have them start to turn away from you for a few seconds. I was trying to do that there, but they're not cooperating at all. So yeah, enjoy the beeping for a little bit. It'll be fine. But yeah, Cursed Temple in my opinion is the worst temple in this game because there's a lot of just waiting around more than anything else. And also sometimes like with that switch up here, for instance, you could just have the wrong switch on the next floor, so you have to go back and just get that switch. It's not my favorite, but like it's got a few cool things in it. For instance, this enemy that's coming up soon is called a Pole's Voice. They're in Zelda 1 initially, but on the Famicom version of the game, if you blow into the microphone on the Famicom, it blows them up instantly, which is reflected right there by the fact that we just one-shot killed them by blowing into the microphone.
I keep forgetting that
a lot of
the Famicom version lets you do that. That's
Yeah,
that's crazy, especially for like something from the 8-bit era.
it's really cool to me too, like the amount of like 8-bit references and I feel like 2D Zelda references that are throughout this game, since this really is like the evolution of those 2D Zeldas, especially like our handheld ones.
I know also during Link's Awakening DX run that yesterday, I think it was either M-Chan or Sean, the host, who mentioned how there's a room with a bunch of Pole's voices as well that if you use the ocarina in to just like blow them up as like instantly like that.
Oh,
There's
I
also
didn't.
another like instance of the Pole's voice, I guess, being blown up by noise.
You saying that just made me realize that was a thing that was in that game. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I've been meaning to check out Link's Awakening DX speedruns for a while. That's probably one of my favorite Zelda games of all time. I love handheld games.
Speedrun. It's such a sick speedrun, honestly.
Yeah, I'm still amazed that it got remade for the Switch. That was one of the craziest, like, I cannot believe we got that game moments.
Absolutely.
To me, personally. So, this room, once again, this is a puzzle where you need to have, like, written down the solution somewhere because the floor is invisible, but it's the same floor every time, and if you can just remember where to go through that maze of pillars, you got it.
Also,
hitting
hitting that crystal switch actually skips having to use the bow and arrow on that little crystal thing that you see to the right there.
Please,
and so yeah,
I'll
it just
take
saves
that.
like a bit of time to skip, I guess, a bit of a puzzle.
Come on.
These particular guys are very rude.
Ah, he's circling. Stop it. They're being so rude to me today. Stop it. There we go. Yeah. It's marathon luck, baby.
Alright, so if you'll recognize this, we actually opened a door to an earlier part of the temple where we got that purple crystal, another item that Link needs to carry over his head. There's a lot of those in this game. And these crystals will come back later for more stuff in the Temple of the Ocean King. But we gotta take this one with us to continue on in the dungeon.
And this next from here, I have to be Robin Hood because I need to destroy 9 Auto Rocks and then make a platform cycle right afterwards. So hopefully I can do it.
I always say you gotta beat John Wick.
That works too. There we go, perfect.
Alright, yep, got a cycle to make, and it looks like we're gonna make it.
Unless something funny happens here. Which would be content, but I want to save time.
And we gotta
There we go.
quickly, there's some arrows in those. Alright, some
And
of
then
the keys here can be annoying. Gotta watch
I hate
out.
these keys so much. Why are they be right here? There
This
we go.
one
cool.
right here. This
Yeah,
guy.
That third one right there. The third keys there I destroyed. The worst. Actually the worst.
Whew, I was nervous.
Charcoal Dave tier, that's what I say.
The worst. The worst.
Just the worst.
Let me know, too, when I can jump in with some quacks for you.
Very soon, actually. I need to do
Lovely.
just right here through Zols here. And then, actually, and right here, about to light like 6 torches, and I have to wait for a cycle for a while, so I say go right now.
We've got quite a few, so we may end up doing this in a couple of goes, but we have $50
good.
from Clades, who says, quack.
Quack.
We have $50 from Clouth Warthog, who says, cheers from the Cuso Grande raid, also, quack.
Quack, quack.
We have $25 from Le Duc, who says, quack, I say, quack. And to cap this one off, I'm going to read this exactly as it's written. We have $2 from Quack, who says, with a message that says, we have a $2 donation from Quack with a comment that says, Quack donates $2 without a comment, but thank you so much for your donation, so thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much for your donation, Quack.
Quack.
I think my brain just broke. What?
Same. One more Pole's voice. No, this next room is really cool. I actually love this next room a lot. So we're about to go on top of this block that's flowing over this giant like gap here, And the way to navigate this is to draw on your touchscreen, like this. And there's 4 switches we have to hit. North, south, east, west is the order in this case. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go now south, and then you see I'm drawn to the left here. Now the reason for this is because we're going to back up just a little bit, and we'll barely be able to see this switch right here. There we go. I know I hit. And then the one in the west, we're gonna go right there. And now we're just gonna hop off the platform. And then at the big key, we need to draw a line to the bottom left, and then we have like 20 seconds of waiting here until we get to the boss. So if you want to read one more donation, I think now's a good time.
You got it. We have $50 from Talos who... $50 from Talos who says, trans rights, also going towards that glitch exhibition. We're less than $100 away from that. I know we can smash that, like, really soon. We just hit the top of the hour. In the next 10 minutes, I know we've got this.
Trans rights, quack. Thank you very much, Talos. Alright, now at the upcoming boss fight here, I'm gonna do a little something funny at the start of it. Just because, I don't know, marathon. And our Palmer as well told me to do this last run we did.
Oh.
So I'm gonna do this. This should just hit him, I think, if it did
I
correctly.
think that looked good.
Let's see. This is Crake. He's a giant hermit crab.
He starts the boss fight, charging straight for you, invisible.
There we go.
Oh, that's sick.
And there we go. That's the second phase right there, done.
That's an ideal first phase.
That was so good. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. Oh, uno, dos. Sorry, my bad. We got 2 more hits on him. Doesn't matter if I spin attack or not. It doesn't matter at all. 1, 2. There we go. We're good. And
Yeah,
that's fight. It's very simple.
Most consistent boss fight in the game, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all you
Yeah.
all you have to do in the second phase is to stab so that he shields and then run around to the back.
Yeah, I call it the easiest fight in the game. I've messed it up before. Recently, but yeah.
The first part where he has his shell is when he can turn invisible, and if you mess up the strat where you like have to break the little purple parts of the shell, or you like somehow don't shoot him when you first go into the room, you have to look at the top screen at his POV and figure out which way he is facing so that you can shoot him. It's actually a lot harder if you mess up.
It is genuinely very, very cool though, honestly.
Yeah,
really
cool.
POV, you are Crake.
POV, you are a crab. Get Carsonized.
No, it's like imagine like you're Crake and it's just like you're just seeing an arrow come straight for you.
Yeah. Now we're going back to our ship here, and Osha's gonna tell us to go to the ghost ship now. Honestly, he's just a normal old man, nothing more than that. It's fine. But yeah, we're gonna go there. But first off, we have a little something funny that's gonna happen here. We have a boss fight we're gonna do before then, because Jolene, who hates Linebeck for very valid reasons, I would say, about to attack our ship right here. We have to go stop her, essentially. This is the first fight we're going to do with her. This fight is interesting. So I kind of found a setup to make it so hopefully it's consistent, but it's still like really hard to do correctly. Hopefully I can do this properly, though. Alright. So she do 3, 4 hits right here. Nope, didn't work. That's fine. So she cycles her attacks whenever she does an attack like this. We want her to do the wind up because that's the way we can hurt her. Come on. There we go, like that. So
That's the only way we can damage her.
Oh, I'm just gonna let it go. Nope, that's fine. Come on. Whenever she does the swipe like that, I try to make her stop. I'm getting hurt too much, though, I'd say. Please. Jolene. Jolene, please.
Jolene, I'm begging of you.
Jolene, please. There we go. Okay, that was pretty unfortunate. Very unfortunate fight there. Usually goes a little better, but that's okay.
Yeah, that fight, there is still a lot of randomness in it. I know in my latest PB from it was a couple years ago, but I lost like 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes on that one fight.
It can be rough. And
There's
we pull up our...
Go ahead.
I was just saying, we're using our Cyclone Slate to start warping around.
Yeah, and we're going now to the top left of the Northwest Sea here to now go to the ghost ship, which is right there. And where it spawns is completely random too. Speaking of random, also like the direction you actually spawn in when you use a Cyclone Slay is also random. In that case, the spawn looking the exact opposite way you need to go. Bit unfortunate. But I will say there's also kind of a weird way to manipulate Jolene. You can probably do it in tasks, but like in the human saying, it's essentially just random.
So we're heading we have all 3 fairies in tow: courage, power, wisdom, and we're heading towards the ghost ship. They're gonna help us get onto the ghost ship by use of my least favorite mechanic in this game, by blinking for it.
POV driving the ship.
So yeah, you normally can't navigate this part of the fog unless you draw that very specific path. But now with the fairies on our hand, we're actually able to navigate it because they're gonna help us find the ghost ship. They beep for it. And
Yeah.
the ghost ship's position here is completely random. So, and it can be very hard to kind of tell where it is based on the beeps, even if you see them going crazy, because like it moves a lot too. Like right here, this is a good example.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to approximate it.
If you see those sparkles, it means that they're right in front. The ghost ship is right in front of me, essentially. It also goes around in a circle, and it's like all around here. And like ideally, it spawns like in the bottom right of that circle, but it looks like the bottom left right now, so it should get in a second here.
This can be
Yeah,
an
there we go.
unfortunate time loss or an excellent time gain.
Mm-hmm. In my PB, I mostly lost time on Jolene here, but I could ghost ship if I recall correctly.
So that's not the only RNG that's going to be associated with ghost ship, but we'll get to that.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Now we're on the ghost ship itself. We have a little dungeon here to go through. And I don't like this first fight personally. It equates a lot of time loss usually for me in this segment. But hopefully it goes well. There's 3 ghosts we have to destroy, and they spawn randomly. If it spawn near me, they will warp away immediately.
These are posed,
Like
by
that.
the way.
Oh, there's a pose. That's what they are. Yeah. I hate
Classic
them.
Zelda ghost
makeover.
enemies.
I don't
Yeah.
like the pose.
They don't look anything like the ones from even Wind Waker, which is crazy to me.
Common theme. A lot of enemies that like share a name like that don't look very similar at all between games. It's very strange.
So,
Like you'll
this
see Wizrubs later, for instance.
this girl just happens to be stranded on this ship, you know, as you do,
As you do.
and her sisters are lost, and so we're gonna go help find her sisters. Her sisters do not like spiders, so these spiders hanging on the ceiling might pose an issue for us.
Yeah, whenever a spire pops down and the Cubist sister is with us and like they're near it and everything, they will scream very loudly and stay still, and we need to make sure it doesn't happen.
They won't just scream; they eek.
They go like,
I can't even do it.
I can't do that. It's very loud.
But you know, ideally, if you're fast enough, it's eekless.
It's true.
That's what I like to call it.
Hopefully we can eke out some time today too. Give me that bomb. Hell yeah.
You know, we can eke out. They're not scared of the ghosts, by the way. They're only scared of the spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if Link gets too far away from them, they will also like they like curl up into a ball and they sit where they are and wait till Link comes back to talk to them.
Classic
Which-
like
fair.
escort quest. It's a classic escort quest where like you have to move just fast enough to like make sure they're going quickly enough, but also you can't move too slowly or like you can't move too fast or else they'll go off screen and you can't do anything about that. But if you move too slow, then you're not moving. Then like they'll like slow down and everything. So you gotta like kind of go do like an in between like fast slow speed. It's very strange.
And
Make sure you
it's
save a lot of time.
I find the walking speed to be especially annoying because you're using the touchscreen. It's very hard to control your movement speed.
Mm-hmm. It's
So,
it's strange.
Hey, this looks familiar. What are these shiny platforms?
There's safe zones. Make it so I don't actually like get detected by, in this case, the replings on this floor. But
Yep.
On top of the Ocean King, it's of course used for the phantoms there. We'll do this.
So this is
Yeah.
our second second one we have to rescue, but third overall.
Yeah. There's one more on the floor after this that we gotta rescue.
Oh, and she tries to tell you to open a treasure chest that's over there to your right, and if you do, it hurts you.
It doesn't hurt you. It gives you a rapport, which
Oh,
takes
that's
away
it, that's
money.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fun fact, in this game, and I think also in like Four Swords Adventures, I think maybe in Spirit Tracks, I forget, but like there's a currency called a rapport, which if you collect it, takes away money from you. I don't know how that works, but it's very funny. is actually very, very hilarious. How this is a thing.
There's also a fun like sound effect that plays when you do that. Like it does it starts with the normal ditty, but then it just like I don't even know how to describe it.
It just goes like "Da-da-da-da."
The equivalent of the
Yeah.
All right, so heading to the final Cubist sister here, and there's actually a puzzle that we needed to learn how to solve in order to do it, but luckily we just know the answer.
Yep. 2, 4, 5, 1, 3 in this case. So second switch over here. I'm gonna destroy Spire. Never mind, I'm not gonna destroy Spire, it's fine. 3 right there. 4 right
By the way,
here.
yeah, the numbering system kind of doesn't make sense because these are numbered in a different way. If you like read one of the signs or something, it always confuses me. I forget this puzzle every time I come back to this game.
I don't blame you.
This is a fun strat.
Goodbye,
It's so
Spires.
It's so satisfying to hear that connect on all 5 of them.
It's great.
Yeah, great use of sound effects in this game.
Absolutely fantastic, I would say.
I would say the only unfortunate thing about this game is that the music selection is pretty thin for a Zelda game. There isn't a lot of variety in terms of like temple themes or just general dungeon themes. And in general, like all the islands kind of have some of the same music, so Spirit Tracks improves on that in ways you cannot even imagine.
You know what happened there music-wise for this game? Because like the rest of the game is solid as heck, but like the music just is pretty much this, like you have a dungeon theme, you have a cave theme, you have a town theme, and like there's some individual themes here, like here and there, but very few and far between. It's just really odd.
Sailing theme is nice. I like that.
Yeah,
Even though it's
different from
basically
the
just the
bangers,
Great Sea.
it's a little different from the Great Sea, but it's very similar. Yeah,
Yeah, same vibe.
it's nice. They also
Right,
have like
green-
the Goron like theme as well. You have like Bellum's final boss theme. We'll see Bellum soon in the story. But,
Yeah,
yeah.
Lineback's theme too is like great, like just by itself.
True.
It's
Absolutely.
just yeah, I love this game a lot, but yeah, I would say its biggest weakness has got to be just that it's a very sparse soundtrack offering for a Zelda game, which is highly unusual, to be honest. Maybe I think they spent a lot of time focusing on the controls, and then they were like, okay, let's just get the rest of the game together.
Yeah, I'm shocked me at that point.
Because that's definitely how they are. They focus on the gameplay before anything.
Speaking of gameplay,
Oh
this
boy!
boss right here. This boss is the most infamous boss in the entire run. These are the Cubist sisters. They are extremely random. Like, my best play here is like a low 219 or something, just for like the start of the fight until the end of the fights. And my worst player is like a 4-minute segment. That's how bad it can be sometimes. It's terrible.
Rough. And it has
So
to do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll say the first phase here is the exact same every time. This red Cubist sister will always shoot a ball at me, and then they're dead. Then this next part is completely random. If someone wants to take it away.
Yeah, basically we're doing Dead Man's Volley, which I think this is the game that named it that, if I'm right. Which
Yeah.
is, the classic hit the energy back into the thing. But the problem is that each of these individual Cubist sisters has their own amount of health, and it takes 2 hits to kill 2 of them. And
Yeah.
then the third one will come down and you have to fight them individually and they have more health. But it's really random which one the ball is going to hit into. They can just play yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So in this case, I want yellow to not get hurt. If yellow gets hurt, I get an extra cycle here. But also, how far apart there is random. How many volleys do between each other is random. Yeah. In this case, if yellow gets hurt right here, then I lose a whole cycle because they get like 1 extra health all the way.
Okay,
So
nice.
I need green hurt here. If green gets hurt, we save a cycle. If yellow gets hurt, we lose a cycle. Also, you saw earlier, we got a blue ball from one of them too. So like, sometimes can't even shoot it back to the energy projectile normally. Sometimes they just will screw you over. Let's give you a blue ball. Come on, please. Yeah, how many times they evolve between each other is also random too. Like,
Oh my god,
they're just the amount of rounds they do is just
let's go.
Yeah, it's random. But there we go. We saved the cycle. And now 3 hits here, and then this fight is over with, thankfully.
But once again, it's a random amount of time before it actually smacks into the Cubist sister. And now they shoot 3 of these things, which then fire off like 3 different orbs. So this can get hard.
That was really fast right there. What the heck? That was just like bam, 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 hit. All right, come on. There we go. Nice.
That was
That was good,
actually
that was
a
good.
really solid Cubist Sisters. I have not seen one that lucky in a long time.
That's pretty good.
That was great, yeah. And the ghost key. So basically, we're at the midpoint now.
Yep. This is the midpoint of the speedrun, I would say, because from here on out, the plot actually changes. You'll see in like 30 seconds or so once we get there. But yeah.
Yeah, the whole beginning of the game is about getting to this ghost ship and finding Tetra, which this ghost key will lead us to her. But there's going to be a problem.
Yeah. Just a teeny bit little problem, you know. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure this is where we have a category called Ghost Ship RTA, and I believe it ends right there when you put the key in the lock.
Yeah,
or something like that.
exactly. Or like right here, probably, I imagine.
Which is Ghost Ship RTA is essentially the first half as a speed run.
Yeah, in this case, Tetra is actually turned to stone. We have to figure out exactly how to turn her back. And what we need to do is, and then Oshus comes in and tells us, "Hey, I'm actually the Ocean King. There's this big evil creature called Bellum, which we need to now destroy in order to save Tetra and save the world of the Ocean King." So that's now the plot of the game. That's where we are now.
Yeah, this is during that era where I think Zelda was doing twist villains a little bit more. Because I was thinking this is right around the time we got Zant too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it really dates back to what's his name, Aghanim in Link to the Past.
Yeah, she's been tetrified. That's hilarious.
Oh, I
my
just saw that. Thank you.
Thank you for it.
That's awful. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. One more
So-
little thing here too. We're about to discover this island the same way we did the Uncharted Island earlier, so hopefully we are good. Yep, cool. Skip the cutscene there, save like 10-ish seconds by doing what my setup there.
There's a guy here, and it's just him. He just lives here, and he's a blacksmith for somebody, I guess. And he can forge us a sword that can kill Bellum. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the material, and it is now apparently our job to go get it.
After we get to 3 MacGuffins, that's our goal for the rest of the game now.
Yep.
Get the 3
and,
MacGuffins, forge a Phantom Sword, then defeat Bellum.
well, there's a little catch, too, because we need to get to the other side of the ocean, and we don't even have either of the maps that lead there.
Exactly. You have to draw a symbol on the wall there on floor 6 of Temple of the Ocean King in order to actually be able to get said sea charts.
Here we
and
go.
If you don't talk to Zaz and get to the floor 6 Temple of the Ocean King, you have to go all the way back and go talk to him and then do that again. Which I have done before in a speedrun, but it's been a very long time.
So, we're about to go back to the Temple of the Ocean King, and this is going to be the visit. We've got to go from floor 1 to floor 13 in one go, because both of these sea charts are located quite deep down. Now, you don't technically have to get both this visit. This is why, this is kind of like how we're doing it in the speedrun, because it's convenient, right? Like, we can grab both the sea charts for northeast and northwest, or northeast and southeast at the same time, and that allows us to do the dungeons out of order, well, there's not really a superintended order, but it's kind of out of order. In any order, rather.
I really intend you to do like any of the 2 southeast ones first and then the one in the northeast, but like we're gonna do the one in northeast first because it gives us an item that like breaks the game open essentially.
Yup, it's huge.
And this earthquake here is Bellum shaking the island as well because he's below the Temple of the Ocean King.
He's been sealed under there. You know, it's crazy. They gotta stop sealing evil things in Zelda games because they always break out.
They really do, honestly. I can't believe it.
I feel like it's like just a forehead moment. Like, just kill the evil. What are you doing?
Yeah, for real. What the heck? They're evil.
Just pick up the magic sword and slice them. I don't. What's?
Yeah.
Oh. Speaking of getting sliced.
Mm-hmm. It's the red phantoms here. Red phantoms move faster than the blue phantoms by a lot, and also they can pick up items that like go in front of you. So, for instance, the force gems, they can pick that up, or like a small key if they drop it, then you can pick it back up again. If you haven't picked it up yet, all that good stuff. So our strategy now changes a bit for some of the floors we're visiting soon because of that, and also because of the items we have now too, like the arrows and stuff. But yeah. This one's still the same. We just got to use a bomb there and get the small key and then go. That was 3 rolls game. Come on. That was 4 rolls, but I can cancel on that door, so it's fine. No dizzy for me. Now here's the final time of the entire speed run. We're gonna do this cool boomerang trick. We're gonna do that there. I think he's about to actually attack me in a second. Not a big deal though. Yeah, not nice. Yeah, last time we're gonna do this. Check it out. Oh, I missed it. No.
Oh, no.
This is so
Okay,
sad.
oh, what?
I don't know how that one missed. There we go. Very strange. I don't know why that happened. But it's fine. Yeah, here we go. Floor 3 is now different because now there's 2 red fams going around here. I'm gonna pull in the arrows here in 1 second, and then I should be following this red phantom all the way down below to where the staircase is. And then waiting here.
We got to do different strats here because of how fast these phantoms are, and these phantoms can... I mentioned earlier about phantoms that can pick up force gems. These guys are capable of picking up force gems, so we're actually going to try to use it to our advantage at some different points, but it can make floors like this really annoying because we don't want them to grab them here. That'll actually put us out of cycle and mess things up if that happens.
Still gonna do this here though. Still gonna get rid of them because that's very helpful for the cycles here, especially, and for the fact they can't pick up the force gem. But now the rest of this floor is the exact same as the initial visit. So we're gonna. So yeah. Okay, if you have anything else to read right now, now's a good time, I'd say, until 4-4.
I sure do. We have $5 from Furret, who says, "Hope this is enough fruit for you. Ocarina of Lime, Majorange Mask, the Minish Apple, Mangoum Hourglass, Twilight Princess, this is a hard one, Skewered Sword, Pears of the Kingdom, and Echoes of Wisplum." How do you think they did, chat? I'm pretty impressed with that.
Those are good.
That was really good.
Majorange Mask was creative.
Yeah.
That one was incredible.
I love Ocarina of Lime.
We do also have $10.
That sounds like a great cocktail, by the way.
Agreed.
We do also have $10 from Lint Jeffrey saying, "You know what, it's fine. You don't have to remember me. Just make sure you do remember to donate and help our trans family. Oh, and that charcoal
Absolutely.
Dave sucks. Donate and tell him he sucks, but the trans rights are rad. He'll be so mad."
It's true. First try again on that. Let's go.
That one's a little bit trickier than the other one.
Mm-hmm. I fail that one more often than I fail the floor 2 one.
But thanks
Not
to the
this
bow, this floor is a lot faster because we can turn off all the air blowers that would normally block our path that make us take the long way around. Just another example of like coming back here with more items and how much quicker it gets. So yes, we are doing 13 floors in one go, but they're significantly faster until we get down to like maybe floor 6 and onwards, floor 7 and onwards.
Yeah, those ones we have to visit like over and over again to solve like the giant puzzle at the end. That's the idea for that. Which is pretty cool. I honestly love that a lot. Oops, there we go.
So our good old friends the Moldorms are back, but now they can die in one hit thanks to our bow, which is revenge for the last time that they trolled us.
There we go, now we're good. These Moldorms are the worst, but they're made to be this run, but except for these 3. These 3 are nice. We love those 3 Moldorms in particular. Now to save an arrow, I'm just going to use a boomerang here instead.
Also, this chest that spawns, worth mentioning, has a red potion in it. So, like, potions in this game are just, like, items that you get. You have, like, 2 permanent potion slots in your inventory. And you can just drink them whenever you end up buying them. But if it's a nice, easy strat for, like, if you're like, more of a beginner player and you're worried about taking damage, it's good to grab. And that's the most beautiful Triforce I've ever seen.
Worked? Yo, that worked! Let's go!
Yeah, that was really lenient.
The game gave you that's a "you tried" gold star if I've ever seen one.
I really was. Beautiful Triforce right there.
My strat there is pretty much... I just draw like an upside down heart there pretty much, and it works.
You can draw like a triangle with like a circle in it too.
I'll say it a third time. Someone go back and screenshot that real quickly. I need to see exactly like, what the actual like thing I drew was.
It was pretty cool. So I like it. That was very impressive.
Yeah.
So, although by the way, we just opened up a warp, which is going to be important later to get down to these floors faster the next time we need to visit.
Yeah, that's very important because next time we visit here will be the last time we visit the temple.
Also, welcome to Welcome to uncharted territory. We have officially moved past every floor that is familiar to us, and now we've gotten a lot more new ones to do. This one has water that dings, which is very unfortunate. It alerts phantoms to your presence everywhere you go, so you can't move quickly in the ding water.
However, I know how to move quickly in the ding water, so it's not a huge deal. But yeah, ideally, casually don't want to do that more than anything else.
Gotta be careful with this guy, make sure we don't smack him with the boomerang.
I've gotten good drawing around him, thankfully.
Yeah, this is the part of the dungeon where all of the puzzles just become like it's all multi-floor puzzles, and so it gets so much more complicated.
Yeah, and like on floor 9, we have to go put all these crystals into the pedestals there. So like we're trying to get all the crystals on all these floors here in order to be able to do that. So for now, I have to drag this circle one all the way over to the last floor we're on, and then put in a pedestal there so we can get access to the next one, and then from there gain access to the final one, which is on the final floor.
Yeah, this is when I like this is a very difficult visit, not only because you have so many floors, but because these later floors have so many difficult cycles that you got to make and work with, like these phantom cycles and block cycles.
I have to walk right here as well. There we go.
Otherwise, you alert that guy.
Yeah, the red fan right there can still hear me if I ran right there. But we're good. And this blue fan did not see me either, so that's perfect timing. Now I have to do this, turn around, throw over there, so we're good.
Yeah, that throw right there ends up saving a ton of time.
Yeah, it does. Otherwise, we have to go around the entire room to get to that point. Because of that, we can actually take this triangle crystal and go up to that hole I just dug, and then just go on top of the wall, and actually hit this red fan that's at the very top of the room in 1 second.
This is a difficult section right here.
So we gotta drop off. There's actually an invisible floor right here. We're gonna do this. Then I have to hit him into the abyss.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
my
please,
god,
please,
sir, please?
Sir, there we go. All right, cool. He was stuck on the wall
Sir.
there. It
Sir.
was very scary. I thought I threw it. There we go. Oh, no. Nothing went right. There we go. Now we're good. There's a pedestal there. I have to put the triangle crystal in. And then there. Switch we have to hit to open that door. They're going to take both crystals at the same time and just throw them over and over again until we get all the way down to the bottom floor with both of them.
And then we're actually gonna need 3 of these on the bottom floor, because there's our square one as well, and they are important to solving a puzzle to get us even further down into the dungeon. And this floor can be a little annoying. There are whiz robes, or this game's version of whiz robes, which are kind of like Wind Waker's, which are like the pelicans that wear the hoods. But these ones go and come up behind you constantly and slash you with the thing, losing you 15 seconds of sand. So it can be frustrating.
I have to walk right here a little bit. There we go. Got that cycle there with this red phantom. So final crystal.
That's
then-
always tough to make.
Yeah, I have to put square, circle, and then triangle, which will mod the next 3 floors for me. The NPC does tell you that. Like they will tell you that inside of this area here, but yeah. I think it just got added about the Oh my god, never mind. I'll look at it later. I'll see something later. Anyways, yeah. We got with the C chart. Cool. We're about to get two C charts. This is the first one, and then the second one will be 3 floors down from here. But yeah.
So, by putting the stones in the pedestal that way, like a little earthquake happens, which then opens up floors 10 through 13. And now B10 introduces a new type of phantom, if the fast phantoms weren't enough.
We have these warp phantoms here. If it detects you, if the fan might detect you, then the warp phantoms will warp like right to your position. If the other warp phantom detects you, the other phantom itself will also warp to your position. It can get pretty annoying. However, we actually use that to our advantage here, because I'm about to bomb this wall here. I'm about to get detected by this phantom eye on purpose, and then hit that red pot so I can go in the safe zone there. And I'm gonna immediately throw a bomb right at this Phantom Eye that warps over here, who happens to have a small key on them. Just need to complete this area. And we're just gonna grab that with Boomerang. And we're gone. Also, a lot of beep in this area, by the way, so slight sound warning for that, I guess. Oh, I'm a little too high up. That's fine. I'll go into the safe zone then. Okay, we'll just wait for you to disappear. It's fine. There we go. That was a little silly, but we're good. We got through there.
We're good. Yeah, we're, next floor is all about avoiding phantoms via the cycles. We gotta move quickly. We gotta move quickly and specifically the moment we get here.
$38 for the Glitch exhibition. We can hit that right now, chat, before we in the temple. We can do that. Let's do it. Oh heck yeah. Let's go, chat. Let's hit that Glitch exhibition. Let's freaking do it.
Not only are we close to that, we are close to hitting a number that will be not just our best Fall Fest number, but our best marathon number ever.
Oh,
so if we can hit 17,570 or over that, that is going to put us in our PB, and I absolutely know we can do that. We're so close to the Glitch exhibition. One donation can get us there. I'd love for it to be yours.
That'd be awesome. Please donate for that. Thank you so much, chat. So I think these like floor tiles here, these like floor switches, in order to be able to get up here. You have to hit all 4 of them to unlock the final door to get us out of this area. That's the idea right now.
We're gonna do a neat little bomb throw here. By lining up on the edge just right and tapping the right part of the screen, you can hit a switch that's completely off screen, and then opening up a bridge which allows you to hit the final switch.
Just like that, instead of going all the way around and potentially hitting a Phantom or a Phantom Eye. It's very good. Used to be inconsistent for me, but I got a lot better at it. Now, I'm using a lot of arrows in this floor. This is this is an IL strat that I translated to a run, to like speed runs in this case, to like full game runs. Oh, it still detected me. That's unfortunate. That's fine. We're just gonna wait over here just a little bit.
Not a huge loss.
Yeah, it just means the first cycle's a little off then. Remember, the first one's good for me too, but that's fine.
So, Warp Phantoms, you'll notice in the top screens, top screen, Warp Phantoms, just like Red Phantoms, can actually pick up Force Gems, and that's actually going to be a huge help to us on this floor. But first, we need to grab the one that it's holding.
Yeah, there we go. I'm about to switch. Never mind, we're good. Okay. So it's going to be a little bit slower with this other Phantom Eye here, because I now need to wait for it to come back on the other side, which is around this corner. I have to do this here, just in order to get through here and not be detected at all. So it'll be a little bit slow, but you know what? We could have lost way more time if I didn't do it like this, I guess.
Exactly.
Oh, what? That was... Never mind, okay.
Alright, so... we're gonna get this Force Gem over to the other side without taking it over ourselves.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right here. Get detected by this Red Phantom, which will also make the Warp Phantom go over towards us, back in the safe zone. And then, as soon as this Phantom turns around, I'm going to hit an arrow, stun it, and then put the Force Gem right in front of the Warp Phantom. And then go all the way over here, back to where they're going to spawn back in a second. And now they have the Force Gem, enough to take it all the way over myself. That saves me a lot of time of movements. A lot of time of slow movement in particular.
Yeah, that was pretty ideal right there. Yeah, it's really nice. The Warp Phantom doesn't even we activate the red guy, we run back into the safe zone, and the Warp Phantom doesn't actually spawn until we walk back out the safe zone again. So we can use that time to stun the red guy, walk out, and then wait for the Warp guy.
I'm glad I at least got to see that. I messed up the beginning part of this floor, but I'm glad that part didn't go poorly. We take those, honestly. But yeah, that being said, this final floor here is the last one, really. We have just a sheet chart here, and then we're good.
And now we have access to the entire map.
Mm-hmm. Of note as well, too, this blue door on this floor, there's actually a loading zone right behind there, but you can't access it right now. But it is active, apparently. So if someone finds a way to actually clip into that loading zone, we can get a warp directly to the final boss of the game. And all we need at that point is the grappling hook. If someone finds that, it would save like 30 to 40 minutes in this run. Just skipping like 2 whole islands. It'd be massive. So yeah, if anyone wants to glitch out this game, there's an idea for you right there. Blue door skip. Right at the very bottom of the Ocean King.
What's cool is that any sort of skip like that would basically just turn this category into like all dungeons or something.
It would, yeah.
And then that way we could have any % all dungeons and 100%.
Mm-hmm. Like most other Zelda games, really.
Yeah, but again, that's what I think makes this as a cool any percent as of the way it exists right now, because we are going through pretty much the game, so, like we get to do all the temples, and we still do a lot of fast strats. Really cool stuff.
I've seen $13 for Glitch's mission, by the way. So like, yeah, let's get in before I have to do the hardest trick in the run in about 5 minutes or 4 minutes or so.
I want to point out that on ZeldaSpeedruns.com there is a guide for this game, and that's also how I learned for the first time. I watched Shasta's 309 any percent PB when that was the any percent world record, and also with the ZSR guide, and the ZSR guide section calls this just hell. That's all it calls it.
Yeah, no, that's right. There's a lot of pirate ships here that just will randomly hit you with
we used to call it that for a completely different reason. Because it was because of the pirate ships, because we had to go through 2 sets of them, and it's so easy to take damage there, and it is very easy to die. But now it's just, now it's awful for a completely different reason.
Oh yeah. The hardest trick in the run's coming up soon. I'll be doing, I'll be getting 2 Cyclone Frogs here in Overworld, and then I'm going to warp to the Northwest Sea and set up for a Regal Necklace skip, which skips the Regal Necklace and the entire Isle of the Dead. Like, we're skipping a whole island with this trick. It's huge.
And this saves like 4 minutes-ish.
Yeah,
something like that.
Somewhere in the ballpark of 4 minutes. I'll also say too, the setup I'm going to be using was found by Ben Stevens, making it consistent for real time, so shout out to Ben Stevens once again. It's a very, very cool setup. Uses 2 styluses, which I'll be using in 1 second as well once we get there.
Shout out to using 2 styluses in a DS speedrun. I've definitely been there, and not just this game, but other ones. It's funny.
I think until we warp here in a little bit, I think we can read probably another donation or 2.
You got it. We have $25 from Heathclaw, who says, let's get that glitch exhibition. Best of luck with the run. We also have a $20 anonymous donation that just says, mustard!
True?
And we have I don't know.
Oh,
and we also have $20 from Fiesta. No comment on that one, but it was towards the glitch exhibition. We are so close, at less than $20 away. So if you've just grabbed like your winter coat and you want to check and see if you left any pocket change in there from last year, check in there. We can get to that glitch exhibition real soon.
$20 dues is nothing. Come on, Chad. We got this. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's hit that before I do the hardest trick of the run in like a minute or so. Yeah, one more donation. We'll explain once we get to the Northwest Sea.
Sure thing. We have a $30 anonymous donation. Thank you so much. And we also have a $25 anonymous donation. So greatly appreciate that. And I guess one more on top of that, if I can, or do you need to focus?
I should probably let commenters explain the trick. It's very complicated.
Yeah, go for it on the trick.
Yeah. Someone explain Real Necklace skip, please.
Sure. Yeah, so... Alright, so, Shasta's, like, setting up for it now. We don't technically need to do some of this setup, but it just makes it a lot easier and more consistent. So basically, there are these cyclones that you've been seeing around throughout the game. Just like the little ones, but also it works with the big ones. Basically, if you run into them, but then pull up the Cyclone Slate and warp on the same frame that you collide with them, it does this weird displacement where it spawns you in a completely different place than you're supposed to be, and it also just like completely messes up like the warp function in general. So when you warp, it puts you in like a completely different place from where it's supposed to, and then Shasta's gonna warp, I believe 2 more times after the initial warp, and the first one's going to warp him like way out of bounds, completely out of the map, and then the second one is going to warp him straight inside the rock circle for the Isle of Ruins, I believe it is.
That's correct. Yeah. Oh, I did too late. It's fine.
Which
that was a weird setup there. We gotta try it again.
Basically, it'll skip past having to go all the way out to the Isle of the Dead to get the Regal Necklace, which gets rid of the cyclone that's in front of the Isle of Ruins. So yeah, it just completely skips that, and it's a crazy trick, and it is a very cool trick, but it is very hard.
And it's
hardest trick in the run. It's frame perfect, by the way, and with human variance.
frame perfect, hard, and 2 hours in. Just
Yep.
an awesome combination.
I think that's it right there. I think I got it there.
Oh,
That's looking pretty good.
oh.
Looking pretty
Let's
good.
see. Come on. Let's do it. Hey, there we
Nice.
go.
All right.
Good. That's my gamer.
It's not over until he draws these next two things here, because yeah, we offset the warp there. It's supposed to go to the Cyclone Frog on the top right here, but we didn't do that. Now in the middle of the map. Now we're completely out of bounds here on this map. And then we're gonna do it one more time here, and if done correctly, it'll warp us right past those rocks there where a Cyclone is. So hopefully it works. Sometimes it's finicky and just won't do it like right here and have to do it again until it works. But there we go, we got it.
Yeah,
And
so
now
this is
for some reason we
huge.
can't. Yeah, for some reason we can't like move normally here. So you have to pull out the salvage arm, and then I can move normally. It's very strange. But now here we go. We're past the Cyclone. Now we just skip a whole island. Okay, that second try, by the way, is ridiculous. I love that. Let's freaking go.
That's good. Very good job.
Heck yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout
my
out to
goodness.
Solidified Gaming for finding that one.
Mhm.
At least just the initial glitch that led to all of this.
Yep,
Yeah, shout
I
out to
like.
Solidify Gaming. Absolutely.
It wouldn't be a Zelda game with a warp function if you didn't have a wrong warp.
There we go. It's the only useful like warping and doing the run at this point. I don't think there's any other like way we can make another warp with that useful, I guess, if it were to be found. But yeah, it's really cool.
It's cool that we have that one at least.
I will say as well too, I'm not sure if Glitch Mission has been met yet, but the Glitch Mission does involve that trick a few more times and different ways to use them. They're very funny. So yeah, if that's not been met yet, please meet that. I want to do that trick 2 more times, please.
I want to see it again. We're $13 off. That's nothing.
$13?
That's
Come
nothing.
on! Come on, chat, please! You just saw that. I want to do it 2 more times. It's hard, but it's cool. Come on! Speaking of things that are hard but cool, we're about to skip a little bit movement here by doing this with a like. It's gonna hit over to the right a little bit. One more time. There we go. Then get it upwards. That was a little awkward. That's fine. We'll try it again. Like that. It's gonna go all the way over here and eat me like that. This actually saves like a good amount of time of movement around this section.
Yep, because that you actually can't jump that gap normally. It's too wide.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you can only really kill these likes with the bow or the sword. Yeah, so the boomerang is only going to be useful for smacking them around if you need to, but that's important later because we're going to face them inside the temple that's on this island. Ooh!
Oh, accidental spin attack. Oh, whoops. Got stuck there. These
Gotta
rocks
be careful.
move completely random, by the way. The angle they go at whenever they bonk against the wall there is completely random. So, like, yeah, it's very annoying.
So, we actually have a lot of island movement here in order to make it to the next temple. We got a lot of stuff to do around here, because essentially this island there's like a ancient race of like builders that like built all these pyramids and stuff. And the
Cobble
ghosts
Kingdom.
The Cobble Kingdom, yes. And these ghosts all served one king called Muto, and his temple is the one we got to get into. But first we need to like get around the island by virtue of talking to all of the king's knights. What are their names? They're all named something crazy, except one is named Max for some
Yeah.
reason.
It's like Bremir, Doylan, something else, then Max.
Yeah,
Normal name.
and Muto even. And it's like
And
you
Muto,
got
yeah.
Bremer, Doylan, Muto, and Max.
I forget the other one because like that's not the one we see in this run. They're on the Isle of the Dead, so we don't even see them at all.
Yeah, the guy who gives us the regal necklace.
Mm-hmm.
If I can chime in for a second, it looks like we have hit that glitch exhibition incentive.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That was thanks
Thank
to
you so much.
Yeah, that was thanks to a $50 donation from Cypress saying, "All right, let's hit those incentives, maybe with like a nice grapefruit to ward off the scurvy from the Oracle of Citrons." Thank you so much for helping us hit that. Thank you so much for donating to Trans Lifeline. And now I'm super hyped for this exhibition later.
It's gonna be great. You will not regret doing for that. Thank you very much, chat.
Oh, cool little micro optimization you see Shasta doing a lot. But whenever Link, like, you know, this is like a lot of Zelda games. You have auto jump when you get close to a ledge. But if you roll just as you're getting off the ledge, you roll straight off the ledge, which saves some time because it places Link on the ground faster. So yeah, that's a micro optimization that Shasta's doing a lot that builds up time save.
It is also
Very nice.
possible for some of those jumps that are just over like one tile wide gaps. You can actually roll over those, but it is pretty precise. You have to be at a very specific position for it to work.
And handbrake. It's like a 20-second long cutscene right here, which is
Yeah.
few
Okay.
and far
So
between this run. A lot
worth
of
mentioning.
cutscenes in this run are very short and don't give you a whole lot of time to take a break. You're really just doing something throughout the entire run, like most of the time. They get something like this takes like that's like 20 seconds long, which is very nice.
Yeah, worth mentioning that this like the way the control scheme works is that you have one button that's your item button, and then you have to activate it usually with the touchscreen. But all the other face buttons essentially just like pop up a small menu or something. They don't really do anything else to move Link. So you are stylusing for the entire run, and unless you're left-handed, you're using your right hand a lot to activate the button. So it's like there's a lot of it can hurt. Or your left hand, I guess. It depends on what hand you do, what hand you are. So they made it that this game has like equal-handed controls, which is nice.
Love that, honestly. We love accessibility.
Yes,
The DS
we do.
is funny for that because it's mostly touchscreen stuff, but like there is at least like accessibility for like lefties and righties in this case, which is nice. All right, give me a bomb drop right here. Bomb drop right here. Bombs? No, that's fine.
No, that's
It's
bombs.
random.
Bombs are obviously probably our most useful resource in terms of like being able to do stuff with them for most of the game. So getting bomb drops anywhere would be nice. They are like some of the hardest drops to get.
Here's Max's temple, by the way. This guy is Max right here.
Our boy Max, let's go.
Let's go, Max. But yeah, now we've talked to Max, we now have access to Mudo's temples. We'll go right up there and do the full dungeon. And Mudo's temple is one of the coolest dungeons in the run, by the way.
Probably
I love it.
I would say this is the most broken of all the dungeons in terms of like what we're going to do.
I would agree as well. Between this and Goron Temple, which you'll see after this too.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing very little of what you actually have to do in this dungeon. Oh, another puzzle that's solved by like finding the solution somewhere and writing it down to know how to draw that. So much of that in this game.
In this case, it's all the gravestones in the bottom left of the map there. You have to like, connect them together to make that crest.
Nice shot.
Thank you. Never get the second guy, though.
Yeah.
There we go.
But yeah, the first half of this entire run is a lot more movement heavy, but then the second half is where it really starts getting broken.
That's because mostly it takes a while to get the items that really make it broken. But this is the reason that we do Muto's temples first is that the item that you get here, the hammer, is going to be useful throughout the rest of this entire speed run, just about everywhere.
Yeah, the game kind of wants us to do this temple like last, but the hammer is so broken we have to do it first. There we go. And now, once we get the switch here, I'm actually going to save and quit to reset the cycles in this temple, just because of the platform cycle on the left there, the second platform. So we're going back. It also saves, I think, like a second or two of just movements. This doesn't save much time at all, but mostly just for the resetting the cycles.
Yeah, this is a really awkward cycle where if you don't get
it...
We're just gonna do that again.
Yeah, if you don't get it first try, it's pretty much just faster to reset again because there are two different platform cycles that don't line up perfectly, and so they kind of get desynced from each other, and you have to wait for them to sync up again.
I did that again recently, by the way.
This one, yeah, this particular cycle is annoying. If you get smacked by a keys or something slows you down even a little bit, it's so hard to catch up.
Mm-hmm. And arrows? Nope, no arrows. That's fine.
No good drops right now.
Not a huge deal, but like I do want some arrows and bombs I want a lot of them by the time I get to start boarding this temple. And for the rest of the temples too in general. I especially want bombs for like the boss of a Goron temple, and you don't get any sort of consistent drop on the way to there.
No, that can be annoying. You don't even get a consistent drop within the boss itself.
Mm-hmm. Just got those bomb flyers, and that's it. You can't get the boss on that alone. I mean, you can, but it'd be slow.
Gotta watch out. There's some rupee likes here. This is where we need some arrows for. Sometimes I haven't had enough arrows to be able to fight the rupee likes here.
I'm gonna use bombs for this final like in here, just to save some arrows for the trick I'm gonna do soon. But yeah, we're gonna do three these skeletons here. if I stab at them, they will not jump backwards. If I target them directly, they'll jump backwards. So I just like slash forward a bit, like on the touchscreen to actually destroy them like that. Now here's the hammer. The hammer is incredibly broken. It does more damage than your sword. You can pull it out faster than your sword. And also it breaks like the rest of the game because it's glitchy as heck. So
and the reason
use it.
The reason it's so glitchy is partially because the way that it's used, Link doesn't use the hammer, the fairy does. And because the fairy uses it, the hammer can go complete... It's like a disjointed hitbox, but it's like Link can kind of just summon it wherever he feels like it. And it can pick up items.
It's incredibly busted. So yeah,
Alright, here we go.
Here we go. So this is a hammer clip. If I pause while the hammer's down like that, and then move my stylus over to the bottom of the screen in that part, then that happens there. Then someone explain arrow despawn.
Alright, Hornlets, you want to?
Sure. Yeah, so by moving the camera completely to the right there, it basically unloads the door that's just to the left. And so you can just like kind of tap right next to Link while the camera is there to have the arrow pass through the door. Now the downside here is that the I believe the little crystal thing that's going to flip the water for us also despawns. So basically what Shasta has to do here is shoot the arrow, wait for it to go past the door, and then cancel move the camera back to the left so that it respawns the crystal before the arrow hits it. And so it ends up saving a lot of time. There's actually an entire like mechanic in this game or in this dungeon with these tile puzzles where you're supposed to like use the hammer to flip over certain tiles, and you can like stand on some of them to prevent them from flipping over and whatnot. There are like 4 or 5 of those puzzles throughout the dungeon. We can skip every single one of them.
Yeah, we don't even see it at all. But trust me, they're there. This temple's very broken with that regard. Like, we basically skipped the whole thing by lowering the water level at the time that I did. Like that. All I have to do now is just go to where the big key is, which is right over here. Or the boss key, excuse me. No!
Don't you mean the Nightmares key?
Oh, my bad, sorry. That's the one. Yeah,
this is a neat little mechanic.
Very broken.
You have these platforms that Link can jump on. So there's actually an older strat that used to be used in this dungeon, is that you would have to time a bomb explosion and it slam on those platforms in just the right way that would skew Link and shoot him in a diagonal direction that he's not supposed to go. But now that's gone.
Yeah, we would do that to land out of bounds so that we could get past a locked door, I think it was.
Yeah.
Which saved a fair amount of time, but fortunately the arrow or the door despawn trick is just faster than that one, and so that's nice because the bomb launch skew or the launch pad skew was frame perfect. So anything to cut out a frame perfect trick is nice.
It did look very cool. I will admit that. I did it for a little bit in runs at one point. It was a very cool trick, like visually, but it's really hard to do correctly. That's for sure. Looks like we got a raid, by the way. Thank you for the raid. Heck yeah.
Ooh.
Welcome in, Yamsa Bunny and crew.
Coolest boss fight, by the way. Coolest boss fight of the entire game right here. Eox is such a cool fight.
Yeah, really sick in terms of like use of the dual screen here, because he's so big that you can only really see the top of him on the top on the touch screen.
Oh, how I got dizzy there.
Or on the top screen.
Oh, I got most of his head though. Nice. The head moves around over and over again, so hitting the peg on the head there is really hard to do, like all at once like this.
Yeah, so we need to hammer all these little red plates on his things multiple times in order to break the stone barrier around his body.
Perfect. All the ones in the back, so we're good. Get all the ones in the front now. I'm gonna get that one there. Come on. Bam. Oh, I didn't get the one on the right. Tried to.
Oh, you got really lucky there, because Eox has 2 different attacks. One of them is the arrow shot there. The other one is like this fist pound that can knock you away. I don't think Eox did that once for you.
He did not, no.
That's really rare.
Only arrows is like, it's very lucky, honestly, yeah. And
right here, Shasta's gonna do a little Yeah, normally that shake is supposed to shake you off, but by damage boosting with the bomb, or not boosting, but like by getting damaged with the bomb, it just doesn't knock you off.
That's Eox. I love that fight. It looks so cool. It's such a cool boss fight overall.
Yeah,
favorite
that's
one-
probably.
My favorite
was
one,
gonna-
like growing up in general, like playing this game, and like it's still my favorite one to speedrun, honestly.
If I remember correctly, that one was used in the commercials too, as like a show off of what the game could do.
That's awesome. I didn't realize that.
I remember the commercials for this game. That was a fun time.
Yeah, if I were making a commercial for this game, I would use that.
Same here.
Yeah, this game was actually pretty hard for me for when I first got it as a kid. Like puzzle solving is not simple.
It really isn't.
That's what's cool about it. I think 2D Zeldas were a lot harder for me as a kid than 3D because there's a lot more like you got to do some more thinking.
Yeah, mostly just because of the top-down nature of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and
A
like
lot more limited in that regard.
and they definitely do some stuff like make it so that it's like, oh, you grab a key that's on like one completely different side of a dungeon, and you got to remember that the locked door is on a completely other side of the dungeon, and a lot of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little rope bridge here to get us right back to the ship, all nice and convenient.
Yep, and now we're gonna get hit by the cyclone because we, skipped it earlier. Funnily enough.
Yeah, we literally spawn right out on top of it.
Just right there, then. Whoa!
Do you
Gotta
mind
be
if
more
I...
careful, Link.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do you mind if I jump in with a couple of donations as well as a new donation incentive?
Do the thing. We're about to
You
fight a boss
got
fight
it.
right now, too, in like 30 seconds, just letting you know.
Sure thing. Well, then I will just very quickly let you know we have a new incentive open for our Super Metroid run to save the animals. Now, I know you're all furries and you want to save the animals anyway, but that's $1,500 we need to meet. That'll set a new PB for us, so let's get that done. Save the animals!
Let's do it. 20k, excuse me, 20k until that's our goal for the marathon. Let's do it, chat. Let's do it. Let's go. One donation, I think, right now.
Sure thing. So speaking of incentives, we have the outfit bid war for our Monkey Ball run after this. We have $25 from 12th Doc coming in saying, Mr. Shasta is an amazing gamer and it is a pleasure to watch him whenever he runs at events. Thank you so much for having me host on day one, and stay cute, chat. Trans rights are human rights.
Right. I'll just forget about the quacks for a second. Actually, we didn't say. I don't need to do that anymore, but either way.
It's a
Trans
quack
are human
deficit.
rights. It's true. I guess. But yeah, now we're gonna fight another overworld boss. This is the second one. This is Massive Eye. He's a massive heck. I don't like him at all. He is big stinky. So what he does is, you see his eyeballs here? That's his weak points. He has 3 on each side. It take 2 hits each to destroy. Whenever he spins, I can't hurt him at all. And also he throws out a lot of projectiles at me, which makes it also extremely hard to even like destroy him either. And at one part he's gonna just ram into me straight up like that, like he did. So that will also just hurt me too, even beyond that. I need to make sure I get this. Stop spinning, please. We're not getting this. It's fine. Okay, we have a guaranteed 3 cycle now because that other eyeball still needs 2 more hits. So hopefully I can get at least this side done. Otherwise, I don't get a 4th cycle. Stop spinning, please. Come on, stop spinning.
Oh my god, no! Don't wait, did it hit?
There we go. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
Okay, we have one
oh
more
my
hit
gosh.
here then. Could be like a slow 2 cycle, but like that's fine. We take those.
He's still very far away, which can be
Please.
frustrating, but
There we go. Okay, cool. You just spawn like 4 enemies at once right there. You can just do that too. Just spawn like 5 enemies at once or something. Makes it can't even hurt him at all. It's wild. But we're good. Fight's done. We're good. He can no longer hurt us. Oh my goodness. Alright. Now we're on to the Goron Island, which is finally we get some new town / overworld music, I guess. Goron Island theme is pretty nice. I like it personally. But the main thing here is I have to talk to every Goron on the islands, which there are 14 of. I'm quizzing on this later, by the way. Not even kidding you on that one. I need to talk to every Goron on the island here. If I don't do that, we can't do the Goron quiz later. And if I can't do that, I'll soft lock. So, yeah. So I'm just going to be talking to every Goron here for a little bit. The final instance of me blowing to the microphone is very soon. if anyone cares about that, I guess. But yeah, other than that, I'm just going around here just talking to them. So if there's anything to read right now, any donations or anything going on, let me know.
Sure thing. We have $20 from CJ Hitchcock going towards that outfit bid war to Majima. Thank you so much for that. We also have $13 donating $13 and saying $13 going towards the outfit bid war as well for Shadow. And we have $25 from Bursic towards Save the Animals. I'm guessing the first of many donations there, saying, let's finish off strong and save those animals. Trans rights are human rights.
Damn right. Thank you very much, Bursic. Also on a tech with me too while I was producing the other night.
So, on Goron Island here, we gotta talk to every Goron.
Literally all of them.
Literally every single one.
Thankfully, the one I just put in the microphone for to actually call out to them does count as me talking to them, not like talking to them afterwards. So that's at least good too.
But it's really funny. So like what you're supposed to do here is like this is kind of like OOT, where you need to like become friends with the Goron chief, and then he lets you get into the temple. In that version, this includes talking to every Goron on the island. But if you just talk to every Goron on the island, but don't talk to the chief, it still counts, and you can get into the temple. But you need to talk to the chief at least once before leaving the island, or else you're soft locked.
I am low in arrows right now. This is not good. Problem for future me. Problem for future me. It's fine. But we gotta get the treasure map later. Totally will. Yeah, final Goron right here. Just gonna talk to him real quickly. Accidentally slash him as well. Don't worry about it. And then we're gonna go straight to the Goron chief. Do the Goron quest and go access the Goron temple. Which thing is over here? I'm pretty sure they're over here. I want to say somewhere around here. Then we're just gonna. Yeah.
That was a big skip, by the way.
Yeah, massive skip right there. We're not at the Goron temple without doing the Goron quiz. But if it didn't do all of that there, I actually can't exit the island later. Lineback will soft lock us until we do the Goron quiz, and like we can't do that without talking to everyone. So, yeah. And yeah, for some reason,
I lost one of my first runs of this game to that.
Yeah, same, honestly. But yeah, now we're some of these options are kind of glitchy and just kind of clip through the walls here. And then Vita's first cutscene just opens the door all the way up. We can just go right past it. It's normally supposed to drag one of these guys here on top of the like on top of the switches, and then it'll press it down permanently. However, just for that first part there where the cutscene appears, the door goes all the way up, so we're good. Yeah, another place where hammer does save time too is the fact that we're hammering all of these statues here. Otherwise, I have to use bombs to defeat them, and yeah, I want to keep my bombs.
Also, another fun thing that I want to mention about the shovel in this game is that specifically in the Japanese version of the game, there is a crash that can happen with them, where if you are digging up and you switch items during the dig animation, the game just doesn't know what to do and it crashes. And it's very easy to accidentally do in a speed run. So I'm kind of glad we don't use the Japanese version anymore because yeah, they actually patched that in the English version, where they just made it so that you can't open the item menu while you're digging.
Now here's this stranger Goron here. We don't know who the heck they are. You're supposed to meet them from the Goron quiz, but yeah. But real talk, their name is Gongoron. Because of the Goron, because the game ceases doing Goron quiz, their name is now Goro Trans Rights. So shouts to that, or Goro T Rights, excuse me. But yeah.
This is such a cool mechanic, like that you randomly can just also play as Gorons in this game.
Yeah, like, I'm so glad.
One of those things that when I came back to do speedruns, I hadn't played the game in probably like a decade at that point, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot you could do that.
It's so sick.
Funny example of the hammer just being absolutely busted. It kills every enemy we need to kill in a minimal amount of hits and keeps them away from us at a huge distance. It is ridiculous.
It's so awesome.
And we've packed up another item that's gonna break the game.
The bomb shoes. It'll break it very soon too in this very temple.
And not in the way you may be thinking, to be honest. You might be familiar with OOT bomb shoes, but this is a whole new flavor of bomb shoe.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. Again, shout out to Solidify Gamer for finding the trick that allows us to break this temple very soon. But first off, I have another hammer clip I have to do right about now. Probably could rush towards it, but it's fine. Oops, I set it wrong. That's fine. I'll do like this. No big deal. I had a little brain fart there, but we're good.
I
There we
Fun
go.
thing, Chesta and I met up at last SGDQ, played this game a little bit. I asked him for some help on some stuff, and I actually was showing him I run through this room. I YOLO this room and just run through and try to do the hammer clip without killing a single snake, and he was like, "Oh, I never thought of that." That's a fun little transfer of strats that you get when you get to do this in person.
Yeah, it was very funny. Learning that in person. It saves a lot of time too, just doing that over just. I usually kill 4 snakes there. But yeah, this is a bomb shoot camera lock is what we call it. Essentially, if I hold down the prompt on the screen that says go, along with holding the L button, and then point up the Wii U VC home menu there, and then letting go of both those inputs, I lock the camera in place. You can do it as well on a DS, doing the same thing, but it is frame perfect. So doing the way I do it there is very much consistent. It's very good. We're gonna do it once again right here as well. This skips the snake puzzle. Normally there's a bunch of snakes that spawn over here. Because we can go through this room normally, they don't spawn in. So we can just do this once again. And that's the collection screen. There we go. And then we can just hit both these switches, which you can do to spawn in the boss key. And there it is. And that skips like, I want to say like 5 or 6 minutes of the temple normally. It saves just, both those skips just save so much time. I can't emphasize that enough. Like, we skipped a lot of Muno's temple using the hammer clip, and we skipped a lot of this temple here thanks to the hammer clips and the bomb chew camera lock. It's so cool.
This temple has actually gone through so much iteration over the course of the entire history of this game. Because the very first iteration of the run that I'm aware of, at least, there was actually another glitch that you can do that's it's actually a boss key skip. It's, I think, the only one that we have in the game, where you have to use this glitch where you kill yourself on the same frame that you push like a block or one of the Armo statue things, and then get revived by a potion, which lets you control the thing remotely, and then it pushes you through the door, which is very annoying to do. But then after that, a while later, there was another trick which was similar to what Shasta did with the Bomb Chew camera lock there, but without the camera lock, where we had to use the rock to push the camera all the way to the right and then get over to the ledge, and then you just barely can hit the switch. And then eventually we also got the Bomb Chew camera lock version, which completely changed the rest of the dungeon. So it's been very cool seeing the changes in this dungeon.
Oh, please, what? That's weird. Never seen him do it before. But yeah, this is Dongeronga now, the boss of this area. He's honestly a really cool fight because yeah, we get to use Gongon for him as well. Tried to set him up a certain way there, but then something weird happened that final hit, so it just kind of messed things up a bit. But yeah, the idea is to have Gongon knock into him, and then we use a bomb shoot to blow up his insides a bit, which hurts a lot for sure. I don't want that to happen to me. That's all I know. But yeah, we do 3 hits, like that, and then one more bomb shoot in there. Should be good. It should be the last one. Nice.
Good first phase.
Very good first phase for sure.
First phase, what do you mean? It is dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Misspoke.
Yeah, good only phase. Me.
Only phase.
Need bombs for the next area, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, what?
What you mean there's a second phase?
What?
You mean we get... Gee, Bill, why does your mom let you have 2 phases?
But yeah, this is phase 2. We need bombs for this one, and game doesn't give us bombs up to those points unless we get drops or just saving for a while, so yeah. The only thing that gives us bombs are these snakes on the side, which I'm going to save a few bombs for right now. Just going to do some temporal hits. I actually had more slashes, it's fine. I'm supposed to do 3 spin slashes there, but it's okay.
You need to absolutely, like, so much, you need to do so much damage here to get a 2 cycle.
Yeah.
Between these two, it can be rough. But luckily, we have a bomb flower right there, and it worked out so that we could grab it. Alright, we need at least 1 bomb here. We're gonna need it. So, we just gotta go back to slashing.
That wasn't enough.
Yeah,
I had to get rid of the
unfortunate.
snake there. The snake was a huge problem there, I would say. Oh, now I get a bomb drop. Of course it gives me a bomb drop now. Damn it.
You're a bomb drop, sir.
Thank you. Just freaking.
I was gonna say, what if it gave you another bomb drop up that other rope? I think
would
they're
hope
wait,
not.
they're not technically snakes. If I remember correctly, Zelda snakes are called rope.
Yep.
Just
ropes.
ropes? Oh.
Yeah, that again, we're going back to the original Legend of Zelda here. This game really does have a deep well of original Zelda enemy references, and just like with the Pole's voice, like original Zelda references in general.
Mm-hmm. It's great, honestly. There's a lot more love in this game than a lot of people give it credit for, I would say. It's a fun one. I will say personally, casually, Spirit Tracks is like one of my favorites. Is my favorite Zelda game and one of my favorite games of all time. I will. Now that I've gotten a really damn good like time in this game, and that's now like world record and stuff. Like, I'm gonna learn that run now and do runs of that in the future. So hey, if that interests you, I do have a Twitch stream, twitch.tv/m_Shasta. If you want to follow that, that's all I'm saying. I'm also trying to beat every DS game over there, so there's also that too. I'll be playing Advanced Wars Dual Strike on Tuesday, fishing Lunar Nights on Monday. So bam, here's my plug.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Be sure to check
Wink,
them
wink,
out.
nudge, nudge. Yes.
So we've got 2/3 of the heavy metals we need to create the sword. But
It's true.
we can't just leave this island. Like I said, we've got to talk to the Goron chief, or else Linebeck won't let us leave. Because the game is kind of stuck in this weird state where, even though we've completed the temple, it still doesn't really count the fact that we haven't talked to the chief.
Also, check this out too. There's two Gongrons right here. Look at this on both sides. There they are.
Twins.
The twins. It's
Oh,
the
wait a minute.
brothers.
Is that the result of I didn't realize. Oh, I don't talk to
no.
them. That's not supposed to be two of them?
Nope. There's just one Gongron normally.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. Okay,
This is the Goron quiz.
one of the funniest things, in my opinion, about this speedrun, like when you think about it, is that because of the way that we do Goron Island, Gongoron is his character development happens in reverse. So inside the temple, he learns to love Link and like care about him as his friend. But then when you get to this part of the this part like thing, he's like, "Oh, I hate you, Link,"
Yes.
and he walks away.
Yeah, it's great.
So
There we go.
he
Alright, cool.
actually it's like he learns to hate Link over time, I guess.
By the way, that was the Goron quiz. It's very tricky and can also like mess you up if you don't know the answers to it. But I know the answers, so we're good there. The first three questions will be the same every time. They're just in different order every time. The last three, there's a poll of 3 questions. There's a poll of 3 questions that the game can pull from per question. So again, 9 different questions for the last 3 essentially. And thankfully, right there, we were good. I was afraid for that 5th question. It asked me like how many Gorons are outside right now, because the 3rd question would be how many of them are adults, and that the answer is 4 there. I'm pretty sure, but I'm never usually sure. That's a very rare question. But we're good. We got through there, and now Linebrook will let us off the island, so we're good. It's leave o'clock. Now we're going to the final island, where the last pure metal is. Square here again. By the way, the square is actually not the symbol you're supposed to draw. You're supposed to draw like a line and then like a W below it, essentially. But for some reason, the square just works there. It's easier for me, so I draw that every time instead.
All right, so we're going to the Isle of Ice or Isle of Frost. I can't remember the name, but
Isle of Frost, yeah.
Isle of Frost is the accurate name because it is in fact surrounded by this giant wall of ice that we've got to shoot down. So you need to shoot 2 bombs into every like part of the ice shield in order to fully sink them. And you want to keep a tight line around this, which can be frustrating because you can accidentally smack into some of these. And of course, there's little enemies that like to pop up out of the sky right here that make your job very difficult.
Yeah, I hate these enemies personally. Not a fan of them.
Ideally, you want to do this without slowing down, but sometimes these little enemies can distract you enough that you have to stop for a second and hit them because you don't want to miss the ice wall.
I'm pretty good at like not slowing down at all here, though, at least for it. But like once I get a little more comfortable, they're all gone for a bit. I start to try and like jump again to save a little more time. Also, you can hold against the island itself to actually draw basically like a perfect circle every time, which is pretty cool. That's what I do personally. I remember one time, one of my older records for this game, someone commented like, the hardest trick is not a relentless skip. The hardest trick is actually drawing a perfect circle around this island here. Which, like, they don't know the trick to it, but yeah, no, you're right. But yeah, now we're on the Isle of Frost, where all the Inukis are. The Inukis only appear in the DS Zelda games. They're kind of like these like lazy sort of creatures that you have to kind of make them do stuff half the time. It feels like, but or like do stuff for them most of the time. They don't do much else in return. That's kind of how they are. They're not like super memorable, but they're kind of funny at least sometimes.
They're also in this game. They're just the crewmates from Among Us.
Yeah, that's true. So we're about to play Inuki Among Us right now, essentially.
Yep.
So these 6 houses up here, one of them holds the imposter. I'm not even kidding you. One of them is actually a Uke, which are the beings that are on the eastern side of this island here. They're normally keep themselves over here and don't cause any trouble, but these two species hate each other. So we have to find out who is the imposter here, and like who is the sussy baka, if you will. That's what we gotta
There's an
do.
imposter around us.
Uh,
There's an
In our
impersonator near us.
There's a trickster in our vicinity.
There's a faker in our midst.
Faker, I believe you're the fake hedgehog around here.
I believe you're the fake Anuki around here.
You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be
I'll make you eat those words.
Thank you for completing each other's sandwiches.
Of course. I think, what I love about this is that when I first got to the Isle of Frost, I was surprised because it's like, oh, this is these are 2 brand new like races, fantasy races for these Zelda games. It's really cool. Both the Uke and the Inuki, they're exclusive to the DS games. They're not anywhere else because they reappear in Spirit Tracks.
The Uke is not actually. Uke is not in Spirit Tracks, if I
Oh, they
recall
don't?
correctly. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Inukis are there though. They're in like the snow realm, if I recall correctly. But yeah, it's always this top middle house, by the way. Just spoilers on that one. It's always the top middle house that contains the imposter Uke. Or the imposter Inuki in this case. Yeah, it's a Roo.
That's the guy's name.
Or it could be pronounced a woo, possibly. I don't know.
A woo?
A woo?
Ooh.
Uwu?
So now that we've found the imposter, the Inuki chief will help us get to where we need to go, which is, of course, the Temple of Ice, our very last temple in the game. Which is crazy, we're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Temple of Ice is a really cool temple, too. It's actually, of the latter half dungeons, I think it's my personal favorite. There's some cool strats. The boss isn't the most interesting in the world, but I like that it's consistent, so there's that.
I do agree with that, honestly.
It's a bit of a longer, kind of an auto-scrollery boss, but at least after doing a bunch of difficult tricks in the dungeon, you can rely on the boss being very consistent. Unless you mess up. Everything's consistent until you mess up. That's like the star at the end of the asterisk at the end of the word consistent.
It's true. If you really think about it, every trick is a 50-50 chance. Either you miss it or you don't. Or after you get it or you don't, excuse me. Words. I've been doing this run for 2.5 hours now.
So the Uke here, these ones are very consistent. They will always do their inhaling attacks so that you can throw a bomb into there, but they're gonna be, oh no, we missed one.
No, I ran way too quickly in this case. There we go. I just spawned them back in again so they can blow up, I guess.
Yeah, that's happened. Go ahead.
That can happen where if you go off screen, or if you get the Ukes off screen before they have their death animation, they just despawn, and then the game doesn't count them as being dead until you put them back on screen and their animation can finish. It's a bit of a silly way to lose time, but yeah.
So the brown Ukes I don't like for this reason. They will randomly just swing at you, and like when they suck in like that, when they inhale, it's just completely random too. So like yeah they can just hurt me for no reason sometimes.
Yeah, the ones with the white fur don't do that. Alright, so we've got Temple of Ice. We've got some really interesting strats here, including some creative use of the bomb shoes. Or, I'm sorry, yeah, creative use of bomb shoes and of the boomerangs.
Yeah.
So, we want to basically delay hitting the switch until it can work, because it's going to immediately put these red things up. Nice job.
Thank you. I missed
And-
the bomb though. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now we got this strat where this bomb is on top of the thing here, and is this the casual way you're supposed to do it too? Hold
No,
a
you're
bomb
supposed
over
to go-
your head?
You're supposed to go down there, and I think there's a platform you can go on top of, or like a up hole. I mean, you just like go up there and shoot an arrow across.
And we've got another pulley puzzle where we just know the answer, so that's cool.
Yep, just like that. Final one in the game that's like that too.
Alright, so some difficult movement here because obviously ice makes Link slide. These platforms are icy, and a very thin walkway we've got to worry about here.
Once again, another solution here. Just gotta do all of that. That's not gonna work. We're gonna have to do another boomerang in a second. I was supposed to get the boomerang all the way up to here, but I ran out of space for the boomerang to go. Ran out of line there.
Alright, are the enemies at the end of the bridge going to be nice? Not really.
I'll make him nice. There we go. We're good.
That was threatening.
Mm-hmm. Well, they exploded, so you know it worked out.
Last item of the game right here. And honestly, I think this one, the way that this one is integrated is pretty cool in my opinion.
Agreed.
This is an unusual choice for a 2D item in my opinion. Oh,
Ooh,
let's
good
go!
luck.
Good
Heck yeah.
RNG. The brown you can start swinging, which causes you to lose a lot of time there, but he didn't do it today.
And now here's our plan. I'm going to do the save and quit here and do the lobby hammer clip. Then I'm gonna go for the really hard like bomb shoe like clip that I didn't go for in world record essentially. Or not clip, but like the ice switch skip. That's what it's called.
All right, yep.
We're gonna do that.
I forgot this was a route. I always do the other way.
Yeah, this way's not too bad though. You just go like right about here-ish, and then pause right there. Go bomb left, bam, you're good.
So
I love that one.
That opens this door, which we otherwise would be running down to, and now we open these like tongue switches with the grappling hook, using them to like pull out like the tongue of these statues, which in some cases is going to actually be a timer that we have to follow, aka right now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do
this is another
gap there.
That's such a funny hammer strat, just straight over the void.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go for the strategy bench in a second. I'll go for it a few times. I didn't get in my world record because I was really far ahead and nervous. So yeah, but I'm gonna go for it here because marathon. If I don't get in a few tries, I'll do the other way, which is also cool too. But yeah,
yeah.
There we go.
So we need, in order to get to the next part of the dungeon, we need to either hit a switch that will change, like, you know, those red and blue switches that move platforms up and down. We need to hit that. Or we can skip it with a really precise bomb chew camera trick. So Shasta's going to do that after hitting this switch right here, this tongue switch.
Yeah, and we're on a timer right now too, so if we don't get us in a few tries, I have to do it again and do this whole sequence here to pull it down again. The initial pause what I'm about to do here is also frame perfect, so hopefully I can get this no problem.
So yes, here's how this works. So Shasta is looking for a frame perfect pause to get Link right on the very, very edge of this platform. It looks like he's gonna fall.
Yeah.
No worries, no worries. We have plenty of time to try again.
Oh.
Yeah. This like I said. Whoops. Yep, that can definitely happen.
I think I have one more try at this.
Oh, wait, is that it? No.
Not that. Nah, okay, that's too early. I'll go for it anyways. Let's see if I can get it in time, maybe.
Okay, so yes, we now need to manipulate the camera to be in a position that's way too far away from us. Activate Bomb Chew camera lock. Alright, now we've got to tap this post. Try double tapping it. That usually works for me.
It's too far away.
Alright, yeah, we need to go hit the switch again.
Yeah, I'll try it again. This is one of the harder tricks in the run. It's right at the ends. What is one tricks you go for if like you need to gain some time back, but also you only go for it if you're at a top level in the game because the alternative is like 30 seconds slower. It's not a big deal.
I honestly go for. I wouldn't say I'm a top runner, but I actually kind of prefer this trick because I've put a lot more work into it. But yeah, I totally get not wanting to do this trick. It is really especially at high levels. If I was on pace, this would be so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is something that I haven't implemented into a run yet, but I did do some ILs with this.
Oh, first try, nice.
Did you did you double tap the post or just work the first time?
I double tapped it, yeah. Thank you
I'm
for that.
telling you, the double tap makes it consistent. I don't know what it is.
You're right. I should have listened.
Worst hammer clip in the game right here. Unless you
Just
get it
kidding.
first try, in which case it's the
We're good.
best.
There's consistent setup for it. Shouts to Hornless for this one.
Oh,
You can just
thank
pause
God.
buffers. You can just pause buffer as soon as the hammer goes like giant there, and like just tap on the switch and it just works every time. It's so good. It skips half this floor, by the way. Once again, huge skip.
And this is the part of the run where I start to feel a little less nervous because we're kind of past the hard skips, but the difficulty of the run is not completely over. But at least there's no more major like difficult skips we got to worry about.
Yeah, thank goodness for that.
Would now be an okay time to give some updates?
Absolutely.
You got it. So I wanted to let you know, as far as the Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble outfit bid war is concerned, we're actually really close in terms of two tying currently. We have Majima at 45 and Shadow at 38, so that is truly anyone's game. We also have a couple that don't have any donations yet, so if you want Clown or Cactus, I mean, why not just throw those all the way up to 50 and go into the lead, right? Another reason you might want to do that 50 just right off the bat is that thanks to the incredible generosity of our Fastest First community, we're actually thrilled to offer a different assortment of prizes this weekend, as well as a unique grand prize for each day throughout the event. So during our weekend stream, cumulative donations of that $50 during the stream will automatically qualify you to win the weekend grand prize, which is a 512GB LCD Steam Deck donated by Sonic Mega. There's also additional prizes as well if you make a single donation of at least $25. And for a full list of those prizes available each day, you can use the command prizes in chat.
Yeah, $50 for a Steam Deck is like a really, really good deal. Like for a chance of winning it, to say the least. So like, y'all should get on that. That's all I'm saying. That's a really damn good deal.
Think of how many games you can learn to speedrun on that thing.
It's true. Or just like, actually, you know what? That reminds me of like back in the day, I would actually take my 3DS or my DS to like just aim at the part of the house and just practice speedrun tech there, rather than just like doing it in my room all the time, which is so cool.
I love portable gaming systems.
It
Same.
reminds me of the time I did an Ocarina of Time 3D speedrun while 30,000 feet in the air.
Yo.
In
Yeah.
an airplane.
Same.
I've done it before for prepping for GEQ runs. Never had a DS game or a GBA game on the schedule.
On my way to AGD or SGDQ this year, I speed ran Kirby's Dream Land on my 3DS on the plane because it's only like a 13-14 minute run. I almost PB'd, and I was like, oh, whoops.
That's awesome.
That's a fun game. Shout out to I'm a huge handheld runner as well. I love the DS and the 3DS. Getting my 3DS capture card was like a legitimate life-changing thing for me. Just changed the whole course of the way I do speed runs. Love that thing.
Same here as well too, but like that's how I initially started streaming back in like 2014 or so. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not tired of it though. I've been doing it for a while, but I'm not tired of it. So yeah. But like I couldn't like all my gaming stuff was across the house where there's no internet. So like my thought process was I have extra money for my birthday, or it was from Christmas. That's what it was from Christmas. So I'm gonna buy a 3DS capture card because I heard about this and it's pretty much a cool DS and 3DS games because I want to just like get into this and. Yeah, here I am now, 10 years later, doing this still. I'm not tired of it at all.
Yeah, this was the game. Speedrunning this game was the reason I got a 3DS capture card initially. Was I initially just started speedrunning it for fun randomly, but then I was like, I got a good enough time that I was like, I think if I'm gonna PB anymore, I want video, like a video of it. And so then I just eventually, once I had the money, I bought one just so that I could run this game.
Go back to the run real quickly. I just did the exact amount of damage that the boss can take for the red left head. We're gonna do the same thing for the right head. However, this part is scripted, so we have the wave just still going on. And then once I do the same thing to the right head, it'll get one shot killed. And then the left head there will, no matter what I hit it with, it'll get destroyed, like in one go. Gotta point that out real quickly. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, this was actually my first, DS game that I speedran, and I started to do it partially because I had the Wii U VC version lying around, and, I don't know, it was literally, randomly, it was 12 a.m., I had never seen a single speedrun of this game in my life, but I was like, oh, I kinda wanna run a DS game, let's learn this, and then I just did, for a month. I don't know how that happened, it just happened.
That's so awesome, honestly.
I was possessed by the Phantom Hourglass demon.
Yeah, I actually started learning this game back in 2014. Funnily enough, I learned off of Cole Quill's run at the time, if I recall correctly. I think maybe I had a guy
Yeah,
at
that was
at the
Paul
time on
Quill's
ZSR.
record.
Yeah, and it was really cool. I did like 2 runs back then, got a sub 5-hour time, and then that's really it actually. Like that's all I did for until like I think 2019 when I finally like picked up this game again as a speed run, and then I haven't really put it down much since then. It's such a fun run with just so
Yeah,
much going on.
and it's
Mostly
been a good.
even before I started spearing this game too. I think this might be the game I played most casually before then, because like I did so many playthroughs of this game growing up, just like getting everything I can, doing everything I can, because it's just so cool.
This has been a great year for this game too, because we actually got 2 world records this year, which is like, this isn't a very like the most active game in the world. I think we get very sporadic runs here and there, but this year's been great. Both Shasta and Ben ran pretty consistently, and Ben lowered world record from 307 to 305, and then Shasta just lowered world record to 304. Like it's actually been a nuts year for this game.
It really has been, honestly. Love to see it. 303, I think, can also still happen. I don't think a 303 can happen currently of current strats, but 303 is probably the limit for now. It's still really
Yeah.
hard to get that, though.
Yeah, because it's
my current world record has not a whole lot of huge mistakes in it. There's like I think my biggest time loss is like less than 30 seconds on one split. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not just like difficult strats. There's so much boss RNG that has to go your way in order for things to not go like crazy in the opposite direction.
It's super wild, honestly. But yeah, it's still so much fun to run, even despite like some of the little bits of luck, and especially the big bits of luck of like Cupid Sisters and Massive Eye. It's just such a fun speed game.
Yeah, it's such a cool speed game, and it's very unusual. Just like lots of stuff, it's a game like this is a little bit more strange to think about as a speed game because of the way that you have to work with touchscreen controls. But there's something we didn't even mention, but there's like you can actually change items on the fly in this game, because the item menu is just a little bar that you could open in real time and switch your items out. So what Shasta does sometimes is open the menu, roll, and then while he's rolling, he taps the item he needs, and then that switches it in real time without having to waste any time. Lots of cool stuff like that.
Oh no, I typo. No. There we go. I'll do it. There, I did it. There we go. Cool. But yeah, there's a lot of cool things like that. You can't do that in Spirit Tracks, unfortunately. I wish you could. I really wish you could. Just like change items on the fly, but menu works differently in that game.
Oh,
It is
and
what it is.
we've been skipping this mailman all game. If you don't get too close to the mailboxes, he won't spawn. But typically, he'll spawn. It's like Twilight Princess. He'll spawn and give you like, hey, here's some news from the people that you last talked to, or something. But we need to talk to him this time because we need to spawn Jolene in order to advance the story to get the sword.
Yeah, I always draw a smiley face right there too. Get some smiles in the chat as well. I do it every single run. Even my world record, like I lose like a second doing that rather than just like put a dot there instead. But like
Yep,
I do it every
did that
time. It's
too.
great. You have to. But now we're gonna save and quit right here. We're fighting Jolene for the second and also final time in this case. We skipped her earlier by doing the real necklace skip, funnily enough. Or actually warping away early. That's what it was. But yeah, we save and quit here to spawn her in, and then I'm just gonna draw a line like directly down right, and I'll get right to where she's gonna be. I used to think it was faster to warp to the Cyclone Frog here, but turns out it's a little bit slower to do that. So I just do this now.
This is actually one of the major places in the game where the Japanese version is actually faster, because the Jolene's like how Jolene worked was changed between the Japanese and English versions. And so in the Japanese version, it's actually 100% consistent that Jolene comes from like the top of the map out to below Zhao's Island as you're trying to go there. And so you can basically just dodge Jolene, go to Zhao's Island, get the letter, and then when you come back out, you can basically just challenge her right away. But unfortunately,
I forgot about that.
Work. Yeah, that's it. Actually ends up saving about 2 minutes, which
it saves
is
so much.
Yeah, it's actually pretty comparable to the amount of time that Regal Necklace Skip saves in the English version. It's just Regal Necklace Skip is a little bit faster. Maybe I think I heard it was like 30 seconds or something faster. So it's still definitely, worth it to go for that.
Also, yeah, Jolly is a fool for bringing a sword to a hammer fight. Why'd she do that? Come on. we went over this. But yeah, the hammer just kind of breaks this fight now. Now we're doing it again. If we just hammer over and over again, she'll eventually just like jump back, and then she'll do the charge attack we need to actually hurt her. So there we go. Lumbek's telling us right here that the reason why Jolly is chasing after him so much is like they were like working together, or they're like partners. I'm not sure which one. It's kind of ambiguous, but they were doing something together with each other, and then Linebeck eventually just like got tired of dealing with her and just stole her, all the treasure she got. So yeah, that's why Jolly's chasing him, because she wants the treasure back, and also because she hates Linebeck, but I'd say justifiably so.
Yeah, she is absolutely justified in that.
Mm-hmm.
You mind if I jump in with some donations real quick?
Go for it. Perfect time, I'd say.
Wonderful. We have $50 from Omega Fulf, who says $10, 10 tickets for the $5 hype train. Let's go, chat. Let's get that rolling. And we also have $5 from Marshmallow Paul, who says, "Hey y'all, just got back from my animal adoption ambassador trip. Finally could tune in. I heard Jeff mentioned me. He's such a great guy. We go way back. I've got an Oreo with his name on it for when I noticed he didn't get one. Here's to saving those animals."
We love you, Marshmallow Paul.
Yes! I also want to let everybody know that we are less than $50 away from setting an all-time marathon PB right now. So if we can get that in, not only are you going to get entered into that grand prize raffle, not only are you going to be supporting Trans Lifeline, but you're going to help us set a new PB as well. So I know we can do that. Easy peasy. Let's get it done.
Friendly reminder as well, if you donate $50 right now until the end of the marathon, you will be entered for a chance to win a Steam Deck. So if someone does $50 right now, we'll set a PB and get a Steam Deck potentially. So yeah, let's do it. Come on, Chaz. Let's go. Let's go. I'd say it's a good deal. That's what I say.
Exactly. And $25, if you want to do a $25 donation, if we can get 2 of those, that's also going to get you entered into an amazing list of prizes as well. Exclamation prizes in chat if you want to know more about those.
I'm going to do something a little funny right here. So 3 hours ago we did sword tutorial skip. Oshis is still right here. If we talk to him, he'll just teleport us right into the house like this, and then we can get the sword, the fam sword. That's not how you're supposed to do it. You can just go in there normally, but I think it's funny. Just kind of do that as well.
Yeah, and that Oshis that's standing out in front is the reason you can't do sword tutorial skip in the 100% category, because there's actually there's a dig spot right in front of the tree to the right of Oshis there that has a treasure chart in it, and you can't get over there without Oshis bringing you into the house if he's there. So
really funny that the sword you get in this game is basically the Master Sword, but not really. It's the Phantom Sword, but it looks identical to the Master Sword, and it has a little Phantom Hourglass in it. And then
yeah.
Spirit Tracks also makes its own sword that is also identical to the Master Sword in just about every way, shape, and form, except it's got a little train symbol on it, because it's called the Lacomo Sword. The Lacomo were like little train people. Literally people that are like half trained. It's crazy.
That game rules. I love Spirit Tracks so much.
That game is awesome. Oh, an interesting dynamic when we're talking about version differences is that Spirit Tracks has this weird thing where, so the temple that you go back to in that game is called the Tower of Spirits, and in the Japanese version, like a straight up, like a whole floor near the top is just gone, or something like that. Like, it's crazy. True. They added an extra floor in the American version, so the Japanese version is so much faster.
Yeah, now we're in our final visit Temple of the Ocean King. This is the very final one. We go to the very bottom, and then we're going to fight Bellum, or Villain. And then after we Bellum that, it'll be time. So we got like 15 more minutes, I think, the current pace. Just a little warning there for tech, I guess. But yeah, something like that. Have we
15 minutes, and we can help our world record smasher smash the PB here as well.
I was going to say, yeah, have we hit that finally? Have we got our goal yet?
You know what? We might have just hit it. As I said that, let me double check real quick for you.
Hey, yo.
We sure did. Thank you all so much. That is in part to a couple of donations we have here. We have $50 from Anonymous, no comment there. We have $50 from Lint Jeffrey saying, wow, you're giving your extra Oreo to me? Marshmallow Paul, I'm sorry for ever being bitter. Thank you. This donation is in your honor, buddy.
Oh my
And then
goodness.
we have $25 from EO, who says, just a random shout out to the tech team. Love you guys. Love the tech team too. Big shout outs, and thank you all for helping us smash that record. That is absolutely incredible. That is all going to a fantastic, fantastic charity, so thank you all so much.
We love nice resolution. Thank you very much. All-time fastest first record for marathons here. You love to see it. Thank you very much, everybody, for donating. We still got to hit 20K though. That's our goal. We still have to get that final Save the Animals incentive as well. I believe we can do it, chat. We can do it for sure. Let's go. Keep it coming.
Absolutely. That 20K would put us at $75,000 total raised for Trans Lifeline over the course of our marathons, which is a huge number. So, I mean, we're all here for huge numbers. It's why we go fast. It's why we raise a bunch of money. Worthy cause. Let's keep it going. That incentive is not met yet for Save the Animals, and I know you want to save the animals, so keep those donations coming in. And throw me some more citrus, too, because I'm getting hungry.
Ooh, yes, please. We actually use bomb shoes in the intended way for a couple puzzles right here. Just to hit like the switch early, hit like the switch in another area, like while we're going over there. That's actually a recent strat that I found. That's like saves a couple seconds. The first bomb sure I did, but yeah. Now we're gonna just roll that over there, destroy that phantom, get the key automatically, and then do this very easy hammer clip. You just go in the corner and it just works. Don't know why, it just works. Yeah, now we're just gonna do this. Go across here. We got our small key, so all I have to do is just go straight to the door. So we're just going to do that, and then we're good. Then 411 is the hardest floor of Temple of the Ocean King. I'm going to need some concentration for this, I believe. Let's do it. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's do it. All right, first try. Let's go. Ooh. Oh, man. Oh,
That's
difficult.
I think that I've never seen one that fast. That was insane.
Absolutely incredible. Ooh, I've never done one that fast before.
It's
You gotta
crazy.
You gotta teach me how to do that, Shasta.
It's crazy how much faster this visit is than the fourth visit, just like in terms of like these bottom floors. Like you move through these so much faster with the later dungeon items. It's crazy. And then you get the grappling hook in order to grab the force gems and the crystals and stuff. Makes it so much easier.
It's so cool, honestly. And for this last one, we're going to actually use stuff an arrow, even though we have the Phantom Sword, which will destroy the Phantoms from behind. The reason for that is because if we destroy this Phantom here, it's a final Phantom on this floor, and they'll spawn in a treasure chest, which is good for casual play if you're trying to 100% the game, because the thing gives you like a ship part, which is cool for that, but not for us in our case. We don't need that. It's just a cutscene that wastes time. I think we got a raid, Kay, if you want to explain that if you want to talk about that real quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first off, welcome in Raiders, welcome in Just Some Andy. It's great to have you here. If you are just now joining us, or if you haven't been here yet this weekend, you are watching Fastest First. Yeah, if you're just now joining us, I assume you are, since you just raided in. Joining us for the first time this weekend, let me be clear. You are watching Fastest First Fall Fest 2024 in support of Trans Lifeline. We're super proud to be raising money for Trans Lifeline for the 5th consecutive year. Founded in 2014, Trans Lifeline is a crisis and peer support hotline run by trans people for trans and questioning callers, and calls to Trans Lifeline are fully anonymous, confidential, and use informed consent when connecting to resources outside the hotline. Operating in both the US and Canada, Trans Lifeline needs our help to meet the ongoing demand for their services, and we hope you consider joining us in supporting their life-saving work by using the command !donate in chat. And for more information, you can visit translifeline.org.
That strat just did there, by the way, is very scary on like good pace. But thankfully it worked out. You can do this part without using any of those red pots that give you a free safe zone on the go. But yeah, you have to like hit that blue fam initially at like just the perfect time, or else one of the other fams will detect you. So like that went very well. And then these next two are very easy because you now set behind the top one, and then you're good from there.
Messing up a strat on those red guys can be very frustrating because you don't have a lot of places to run to, so they might get you.
That's true too. The warp fans aren't too bad though, thankfully. Because they move a lot slower, and like you actually can move far enough away for one to actually warp towards you instead, and that's perfect.
One time I lost a sub 330 PB to I did a strat where I threw a red jar off the top of the thing, so I created a little thing for Link to stand in. And then I missed, and then I didn't know how to back it up because that messed up the cycles of the blue guys, and then I lost like a couple minutes. Not fun.
Yeah, it sucks to lose a run right there, to say the least.
All right,
Here
we're
we go.
here. We're fighting him.
We have 3 phases of this final boss here. This first one is my favorite one personally. It's really cool. Also, I think it's the best split of my splits. Hold on 1 second. Hey, look at that. Best split of my splits. Hell yeah.
Nice.
About 2-second best there. Love to see it. But yeah, I love this phase. The music here is probably the best song in the game, honestly, at least in my opinion.
Any
It's
fans
really
of wacky
cool.
time signatures? This one's in 13.8.
13.8, sheesh.
Or is it
I didn't
13.4?
know that.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
which one,
It's
but yeah,
wild.
I think it's 13.4 or something.
It's like
Oh yeah,
cool.
13.8. Yeah, 13.8.
Yeah, so we need the grappling hook for this, and then the arrows are up top. So once again, if someone finds Blue Door Skip, all we need to beat the game is grappling hook in the second half of the game. So yeah, just for this phase right here, I have to like grab the stuff off of them, and then now we have to shoot these eyeballs. They just pop up here in a second. You gotta shoot the eyeballs on the tentacles themselves like this. We have to use 15 times. 5 right here, and then it'll pop back down again. We'll do the same thing again with the hook with the grappling hook. This time there's 6 things to pull off, and then eventually pull them towards us. It's gonna spawn some enemies right here. Can't do anything about. Just gonna ignore them essentially. Get back over here! What are you doing? Get over here! Bam! All right, we're good. On the way up here, I'm going to try and juke out these enemies that spawn in. You can do that if you like hug the left side and go to the right side at the right times, but it's really hard. And like the timing is, there's no visual cue for it, you just have to kind of know. Ah, damn, that's fine. I have 4 extra arrows to work with here, so if I miss one or it closes up at the wrong time, it's totally fine. Yeah, we're going to do a slam down, and then we're going to do... Oops. I got it, nice. I thought I missed that shot. Oops. They don't call me Mr. Robin Hood for nothing. Don't even call me that. I'm making things up. I'm lying on the internet.
Wait, you can
Telling
just do that?
lies on the internet? I love that we have the same idea.
You think people would do that? Just go on the internet and spread lies?
Nah. Oh, Buster.
This phase can be a little bit annoying. Yep. You got to be very quick with it in order to hit the eyes in an optimized fashion. And then these things drop from the ceiling and love to ruin your fun.
Yeah, it's random whether or not the eyeballs are open or closed whenever they actually like open up here, or whenever I can hit them. So I have to just kind of hope that I can hit them immediately. There we go. Cool. Phase 1 is almost done here. This is kind of our Deus Ex Machina. It turns out Ciel is the spirit of like courage and time. Deus Ex Machina stuff. It's kind of strange, but you know what? I'll take it. Because now we got Zawando! We got that now, which is really cool objectively. That's all I know. You have to go back all the way to the bottom here in order to fight Bellum, who's now just rampaging around on the very bottom floor where all his pillars are. Oh, one more Dizzy for the road, I guess. Oopsies. Alright, now I have to stop time here. I have to draw an hourglass. In my case, I'm drawing a figure 8. That's much easier. We're going to do this. This gave me a lot of trouble casually, like every time I play this game. I should draw in the hourglass here, but
Yeah,
a figure 8
quickly.
works better, I'd say.
Need a stencil.
Essentially, yeah. Alright, one more should do it. I try and keep Ciela close right there so she doesn't take too long to actually throw the Phantom Sphere. And there we go. That's phase 1. 2 more phases. The second phase here is my least favorite one. Yeah, the second phase here is my least favorite one. It is Oh, it's the worst. It's essentially random. We know how it works at least now because someone looked into how it works more recently, but it's still wild. You have to like destroy the the eyes that spawn on the side of on like each side of the ship a certain amount. If you do that, it'll stop spawning them in, and then you can hit the 3 in the middle. It's really strange. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and hit as many eyes as I can here on the side of the ghost ship. Then our final phase will be as soon as this phase is done here. If I recall correctly, too, if you happen to snipe one of the eyeballs in the middle there, it actually doesn't really matter too much for end the fight faster.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Someone did a whole info dump on this like a few months ago in the Discord for this game, and shoutouts to them. I forget their name, but like I appreciate them for doing that because there's a big mystery of this game. How does fight even work for a long time? Yeah, I think they're soft spawning on the left side, so perfect. That's good. Unfortunately, it means I have to go all the way to the right now, and I don't think there's a way to speed us up in any fashion.
Somebody recently like looked into this. It's actually pretty crazy. I forget how it works though.
I just explained how it works.
Oh, I'm sorry, I completely missed you saying that.
It's okay, but yeah.
My bad.
You have to destroy a certain amount of eyes on each side of the ship, essentially, and once you do that, it'll stop spawning eyes in general.
It was nice to get closure on how this works.
Absolutely, I'm so happy. I'm so thankful for that. And then these 3 will spawn in the middle here, and come on, there we go. Nice.
If you go back to that,
this fight kind of sucks too because like they'll also throw a bunch of projectiles at you, and it's hard to avoid them all the time. But thankfully, that went pretty well overall. I'm actually gonna save time on my world record, so shouts to that. And here we go, final phase here, which is unfortunately also random, right at the end of the run. This first part, we're just going to be rolling around for a little bit until eventually Scale spawns a Phantom Eye, or Phantom Sphere rather. It's Phantom something, there's always a Phantom in this game. In fact, Bellum's...
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, like, there's even Phantom Arm right here, where Linebeck is. Bellum took over Linebeck, essentially, and also put Phantom Arm around him, so that's where we're fighting currently. This is our final boss.
One last RNG crunch to end the game. It's Bellum back.
Oh, yeah. I now need to hit him 3 times here to spawn 3 Phantom Spheres and hope for the best. It is 50 total hits, 25 if you spin attacks or jump slashes to defeat Bellum here, and Bellum back in 3 cycles. I'm going to try and go for it. I somehow got that world record, and I popped way the hell off because of that and also because of the time. That's all I know. It's very rare to do that, but if I get it here, I'll be very happy about that. Here we go. Let's go for the best. Whenever Bellum opens up his eye on the small screen here is random. So yeah, now I need to also do this. There we go. Got a good amount of hits right there. Thankfully.
Loki, hitting that eye consistently is actually kind of hard. Sometimes your sword just gets eaten by like the thing.
I don't think we're getting this time. Oh! Time is on final hit, by the way. I don't think we're getting it here, though. Yeah, we're not getting it here. It's fine. Yeah, we need one more Phantom Eye, so... Hopefully, this goes pretty well. Let's get sub 310, please. Go my splits. Come on, Bellum, be nice. I believe. Right here, open up. Ah, it's fine. Yeah, he uses his cyclone attack, too, where he's invincible for, like, 10 seconds. You can stop him early, but... I don't think it's consistent. I think it's attack after usually. All right, time soon. There we go, time.
Right. GG.
Let's go.
GG.
GG.
Sub 310.
Sub 310. We'd love to see
sub
it.
10.
Sub 310 was world record when I was first learning the game, and now it's something that he hits in a marathon.
Mm-hmm. now sub 310 is 5 minutes off my current PB. Which is wild, but yeah. I think during the credits here, I love these credits. Look at all the art here. It's fantastic. I love the paper craft art style. But yeah, during these credits here, I'll get some shoutouts, and then we'll do the glitch exhibition. So once again, shoutouts to the community for this game. The DSLs in general are not run very often. The community is not always very active, but there's always people around to help you if like the runs want to learn this game at all. Like I'm around run this game all the time. I'm around like helping people out if I can, if I want to learn to run. I want to learn Spirit Tracks soon as well, so there's also that too. I'll be able to help with that once I do that. But yeah, tiny but mighty. That's the way we look at it. And these games in general are not as broken as other Zelda speedruns by any means, but they're super cool. I hope you all enjoyed the run for sure. Shoutouts as well to my community for showing up. A lot of the donations during this run. Like, we're in the chat the whole time. Shoutouts to them. They rule. Yeah. And also, if you want to follow me on twitch.tv/mr_Shasta. I'm doing a project. I'm trying to beat every DS game ever made. Every Nintendo DS game ever made. Called DS Destruction. On Monday, I'm gonna be completing Lyra Nights. Then Tuesday, I'll be starting Advance Wars Dual Strike if that interests you. So yeah, I do also do experience occasionally like this, and sometimes I run DS games I've done for my project too. So there's also that too. But yeah, Brandio, Hornos, do you have anything you want to shout out as well?
Yeah, hey, shout out to Shasta for bringing me on, and shout out to the community we have for DS Zelda, and just in general, shout out to everybody who's out there running handheld games, you know, Sega Game Gear, or Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Nintendo DS. There's a million great handheld games out there, and I have nothing but love and appreciation for everybody who's trying to take them further in speedrunning. I think it's an awesome, awesome thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I just wanted to thank the marathon here, Fastest Furs, for everything that they're doing. As a trans person myself, I'm really happy to see people banding together and helping out other trans people. So I'm very thankful for that. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm happy to have both of you on in general too, and just helping out is a great cause to say the least.
I'm very happy. This is the second time this year we've gotten to do a marathon together and talk about this game. This isn't the game we get out there in the marathons most often. I think the length sometimes can be an issue, but it's great to bring it where we can.
Speaking of which, shout out to Palmer as well too. I would have brought him on also for commentary for this because he was on for commentary for my Zellathon 1986 run that I did a couple months ago. But he lives in Germany and it's currently like 3 a.m, I think, for him. So yeah, I thought it'd be like too late for him to do this, and he agreed as well. It'd be a little too late for him to stay up. But yeah, shout out to Palmer as well. But yeah, we're gonna do the glitches mission now. I'm gonna load this save state here because that's what you can do on Wii U's Virtual Console. Not during speedruns, but outside of it. So here's the glitch mission. I'm gonna show off 2 applications of the Regal Necklace skip. It is the results are very funny because you know how I did it earlier where like I drew the Cyclone Frog symbol. And then drew like 2 more of it, and then skip the Regal Necklace. Well, what if you draw other symbols beyond just like the ones that I drew? What would happen then? You know. First off, of course, I have to get this trick twice. So let's get this one first, and we'll show off a funny thing with it. I am way off. What am I doing? I am way off right now. Please let me just soft reset. There we go. That was a bad setup. It might take me a few tries, by the way. For hardest trick in the run, it's frame perfect. It might take me a few tries in this case, but we'll do our best. I think I had like 8 minutes of leeway is what Yesma gave for the glitch exhibition.
This is fun because I don't know some of these. I'm a newer runner to the game, unlike Shasta and Horn. Newer, I guess. I've been around for like 3 years now, which is not new anymore, but newer in terms of like there's a lot of stuff in this history that I don't really know, which is cool to learn.
Mm-hmm. Try and get the right setup. Let's go with that one. That might be better.
Also,
trick of human variance here. It's hard.
Also, if you think you might be able to find the next great glitch, you should join the Zelda speedrunning Discord for Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks.
That was the right frame before, damn it. I'm having some bad setups currently. I'm like going too high up there, or I guess too close to. I'm on the right spot. Let's see if I can do a little better. I believe. Remember how I did this like first try? I think both times for Zellathon. That was crazy, right? I'm gonna try this. I'm just gonna have faith. So we're gonna go to Southeast C here. I have faith this will work. It might not work. We'll see, but might be a frame off. Yeah, okay, it was a frame off. Dang it. 1 frame off. Oh well, that's fine. Let's try. Oh, we'll try again. Again, let's take me a few tries because this is a hardest trick in the run. At the very least, it's like 30 seconds or so to reset like this. It's not the worst, but it's bad in terms of like trying to do this so far into the run. I think I'm too late there. Nope, I'm perfect. I'm perfect actually. Hold on. Hello, can you draw the thing? It's a square. All right, cool. That should be it. If it's not it, I'll be surprised. Come on. Okay, there we go. There's one. So now we're gonna draw. Go into the Southwest Sea is what we're gonna do. We're going to the Southwest Sea, draw that symbol, and look what happens here when we do this. It's very funny. And now we're at the top of the skybox.
Wow,
And
we're sky sailing.
Yeah, it's like Skyward Sword or something. I think. I don't know. I never played that one. Yeah, we're gonna fall down.
We're also
Very
spinning
slowly.
a lot, right?
I
Oh no,
think?
this one we're not.
No, we're just
spinning. I
very
think that was
we're
a
just very
different
high
one.
up. Yeah, we're just
There's
very
another
very
version
high
of
in the
this.
air. Just slowly but surely coming down. Just.
Bloosh.
And now we're soft locked. On top of that, I can't do anything right now, so yeah. But I have one more application of this that's pretty cool too. I will say, if I leave it on for too long, it will make it'll be a flash and light warning. I won't leave it on for too long, but yeah, it's like a few minutes or so be a flash and light warning. So it's not so like we can just cut before then, but I will show us off too because it's very funny as well. I can't even see the cycle. This is just I'm hoping for the best of this one. That was a bad set, but maybe it'll work. I think that will actually work. Hold on. Am I gaming? Am I gaming? Oh, let's go. Nice. So now we're gonna do the exact same thing I did earlier for regular knuckle skip. I'm just gonna go straight to the northeast sea, like this. And then here's what we're gonna do. I think if I recall correctly, I pull the salvage arm and then bring it back out again. And then I'm just gonna sit here and watch what happens. Oh no, that's right. I try and move because we're way off to the side. Like, let's see, we're way off the map to the right side. It looks like. So I'm just gonna move a little bit and just see what happens. And wait for it. There it is. All right, cool. And look at the cyclone on the other screen there. Notice how it's moving slowly but surely across the entire map to eventually get to us. Look at that.
It's like a horror movie.
We are way off the map. It's just going. It's just gonna go for a while. And I'm not even kidding you in this one. The first time I discovered this trick, discovered that this happened, I just kind of kept this on for quite a long time. And I think it took around 45 minutes for the cyclone to finally catch up to me and the cutscene actually initiates. As you can see right now, the ocean is now washing over our ship. The camera's glitching out a lot by going like top down and stuff. Eventually, there will be some weird textures that'll happen where that will like involve a flash and light warning, but we can cut before then. It's wild. The screen goes like blue, and then like the chimney like animation just like takes over the screen a bit, and yeah. You'll just see the camera cut back and forth. The cyclone's about to come off screen in 1 second. It's currently going off the other screen, and it's gone entirely. We are way the heck off the map normally, as you can see here. But yeah, like I said, eventually be a flashlight warning if I keep this on for too long. So I think that's good enough for me in that case. You get the idea of this one. It's some funny stuff happens for sure, but. Yeah, thank you all for watching this run. Be sure to follow me once again on Twitch if you want. I stream full time, and I love streaming, and I want to keep doing as much as I can. So, follow me on there if you want to. And in general, check my G Office show, do all the things. Brandy will actually be on that show on Friday, so shout out to that too.
Yeah, I get to do another DS game on the Nintendo Wii U. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, Animal Crossing Wild World, also Scribblenauts as well. But yeah, beyond
Scribblenauts
that,
is goated
Yeah.
DS game.
goated. It's
really
so
is.
fun. The game rules. But yeah, I'll see y'all later, and I'll see y'all in chat. Enjoy Super Mario Ball Banana Rumble after this. That run is so cool. You don't want to miss that one.
All right, can we get another round of applause for Mr. Shasta and his any percent run of Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass? Thank you, Mr. Shasta. We have 2 more runs coming up shortly, which is including our bonus Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble World Tour run, so be sure to stick around and check that out too. And speaking of that run, we did have $50 come in from Fiesta towards that outfit bid war going towards Shadow, and Fiesta says trans rights are human rights. Thank you, Fiesta, for that donation. For now, I will have you sit back, enjoy this Toon Wolf link art by the wonderful Fizzy J, and with that, I will be handing the host mic over to Brosentia. I'm Captain Kate. It has been a pleasure hosting for you tonight. Thank you so much for having me, and don't forget that trans rights are human rights. See you next time!
Well, hello everybody. You are watching Fastest Furs Fall Fest 2024. In support of Trans Lifeline, in 2024, November 13th through 19th marked the annual Transgender Awareness Week, and November 20th marked the annual Transgender Day of Remembrance. We're proud to be putting on this event in the hope of raising awareness of the issues facing transgender and gender non-conforming people everywhere. We encourage you to donate Trans Lifeline and their life-saving work by making a donation using the command !donate in chat. And for more information, please visit www.translifeline.org. I hope you are all having a good time. My name is Brosentia. I am your host for the next couple runs. We've got a little Super Monkey Ball coming your way, and then after that, some Super Metroid. Thank you all for helping us reach the incentive for Super Monkey Ball. Of course, there is still the outfit bid war for the character. If you want to see Baby in different outfits, go ahead. Currently, I believe Shadow is winning. Actually, we have quite a few donations related to that. Fiesta gave $50 specifically for the outfit bid war for Shadow and said trans rights are human rights. Heck yeah. Also, Anonymous gave $10. Now, another donation incentive, as you probably know, is saving the animals in Super Metroid. We are a little bit shy of reaching that. Right now, $255 out of $1,500. You know, you don't donate, the animals might not make it out of there. Luckily, a few people are helping out, including Hornlets, who gave $50. Thank you so much. And Yoshi86up gave $25 and said, why stop here? Let's make it to 20K. And I fully agree. We can make it there. Thank you so much to all of the donors. Now, if you would like me to read your message out loud, if you would like to save the animals, if you would like us to reach that overall goal of $20,000, get some donations in. It's not my birthday. Okay, I want y'all to know. It's not my birthday today. Why would you think it's my birthday? Thank you for rating, Jaxler. Good to have you. It's not my birthday. It's an old meme. Okay, it's an old meme. No, sorry, my husband just wished me happy birthday now because I'm complaining about it. Well, thank you all so much for being here. I am excited for the upcoming runs that we have. You know, this has been a fantastic marathon with some fantastic jokes. And unfortunately, what I see in chat is a less than fantastic joke, you know. But if you really want to wish me happy birthday, you can go ahead and send me a donation.